All right, here we go. Welcome in, everybody. We're doing a little Virtual USA Flying Club 6th anniversary fly-in today. How cool is that? Hey, Mariner, what's up? Yes, indeed. Yes, you will. Texas One Flyboy, how's it going? Yeah, we're going to be doing a sightseeing trip today. This is basically what it looks like. Taking off from Bayport here, 23 November. We're going to fly the Hudson SFRA northbound up to Stewart, and then turn around and fly it southbound and end up right back where we started out at. Andrew, first time chat, welcome in. Great to see you. So it should be pretty straightforward. We're going to talk a little bit about the club. You're gonna be. I kind of feeling that a lot of us are going to be in and out of that transition today, which is cool when you think about it. I mean, when we first started doing this, and people were scared to death of doing stuff like that, and now they're realizing how much fun it is. So, anyway, we're going to get started here in just a sec, and yeah, let's have some fun. Thanks for coming by. Oh, there we go. My camera was a little stuck there for a second. All right, how do I get back in here? Oh, man, thank you. Wow, look at that. I don't want anything, just a little flyby. I don't want anything, just another sky high. Not letting me get back into my aircraft here. Interesting. Ever since you crashed on the network doing the SFRA, you know the worst is behind you. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Well, hey, I'm going to have to cheat a little bit here because I can't get popped back in to the cockpit. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, it'll have to be, whipped into shape a little bit, but.
Yes. Do you like it? Do you like it?
All right. How we do? There we go. Now we got our views back. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So, couldn't really think of. Oh, I know why. All right, stand by, you guys. Stand by. I know why we're having trouble. There we go. Had to do a little unplug and replug in my Alpha here, but anyway, this is the WB Logistics Cessna 152, and I just felt like it was the perfect aircraft to do what we're thinking about doing today. So we're going to go ahead and kind of not quite top it up, but we'll put 7 gallons in both mains. One of the themes for today's stream, by the way, is going to be free, and the other theme is going to be easy. Those are my two themes today. We're going to talk a little bit about the Virtual USA Flying Club, obviously, and also VATSIM in general. So most of you guys that are here kind of know the drill already. You know my channel, but there's always a few lurkers that are, kind of curious about stuff like this, and sometimes they don't always feel like asking. So maybe I can answer some questions if you're kind of in the background, and just be a little bit of an informative stream today. I'm also going to have the dudes on, so if you hear any shenanigans in the background, that is because we do have the Virtual USA Flying Club Discord channel happening in the background, so you might hear some guys chit-chatting and having a blast. Mariner, I can almost guarantee that there's going to be somebody that bends an airframe today, and it might be me. I mean, don't put it past me. All right, let's see. Let's get this thing started and let it start warming up a little bit here. Property is clear. We've got oil pressure. That's good. All right, sweet. We've got a working engine here so far, at least. And awesome. Yeah, so okay. On the free side of things, a bird strike on final would be iconic. Yeah, you've left failures on. Well, you got to have failures on, right? State-saving failure. If you've got a chance to do that, you have to leave all that stuff on there, Mariner. No doubt about that. No doubt about that. So, so in the spirit of free, again, if you are a Flight Sim 2020 or 2024 user, this mod is it's a mod for the default. I like this song better. AGT. It's a mod for the default 152.
Hey,
Whoa.
Hey, Andrew.
Oh, this guy's in the background. It makes the default aircraft just absolutely fantastic. Really a work of art, and if there is such a thing as a study level Cessna 152, this is probably it. And so it used to be the WB. No, sorry. It used to be the JP Logistics. Now it's a WB Sim. And I'll post a link here real fast for anybody. This is the official link off of the TO. I should have had this ready to go ahead of time here, but I didn't. Oops, that's the VATSIM post. And if you're watching this later on, by the way, and on the YouTube, I'll make sure to post a link for you as well. All right, so let's see here. Where is it? Oh, for Pete's sake. Of course, now I can't find it.
Okay, so I think they updated the 208 lines. I'm getting purple boxes on my main Garmin system.
Alright, sorry guys. Where is it here? Maybe it's... Oh, you know why? I'm sorry. I know I'm not... Here's why I'm not finding it. Because it's... You have to go to... You have to go to the WB Sim Discord channel. And that's where it's available now. So connect with those guys via Discord, and so that takes your freeware Cessna and makes it one that everything works. Breakers pop. In fact, I just had a breaker pop on my last flight. I lost my DME, and then so the only payware thing that I've done to this aircraft is I have went out and there's a Boris sound pack, if you can believe it, and I've spent $7 on the Boris sound pack, and it just sounds amazing. I mean, totally amazing. So, but it's again the perfect aircraft for low and slow. And just the thing, Mariner, that I love about it also, besides all of everything working like it should, is the fact that it just is absolutely buttery smooth flying it. So responsive and just fair, and it's just incredible. All right, let's see. We've got an altimeter at Islip, which is just up the road here, 2986. So let's set that guy. 2989,876. Yep, we're about 53 feet. Texas 1 flyboy, yeah, buddy. Just doesn't work with your parallel 42. Oh, really? Oh, man. I didn't realize there was a conflict there. That's too bad. That's not good. But yes, this is a just such a beautiful aircraft, and we haven't flown it in a long time. I mean, a long time. It's been, I think, maybe over 2 years. So I was going to fly a different aircraft, and I found just a couple of little glitches, and so I decided to stay away from that. And oh, the rubber ducky, yes, Sleazy, how are you, man? Okay, so you got to click up here, right? I can't. Oh, TFB, tell me how to get the rubber ducky again. I can't remember. Is it in the? I don't remember. How do I do it? How do I do it? T-Sac, what's up, man? What is up? How do I? Remind me how to do it, and I will put the rubber ducky up here. I had totally forgot about that. I had totally forgot about that. It's a click spot up here, I thought. Oh, maybe yeah. It's not on the tablet. It's a little bit of a. Oh, here it is. Yes. Wait, what? Whoops! What did I just do? It looks like I've given my tablet. Oh, what in the heck? All right, teeth. What is going on? I'm giving my tablet like background deals. All right, I don't know. Where's the rubber ducky button? Yeah, that's a good question. All right, well, Texas 1 flyboy, if you remember, because I do remember it being there, but let me know. All right, so second freeware item that is an absolute must is, okay, hold on. TFB, there's a click spot on top of the panel a little to the right. Okay, I'll come right back to that. So second must freeware have is SkyVector, skyvector.com. If you're going to fly GA, this is an awesome tool. Now it's US charts only, so that is the limitation, but it really helps us out. So here is the Islip MacArthur Long Island Class Charlie. We're going to be buzzing out of here. The cool thing about Bayport is it has its own little notch cut out of the Charlie, so we are good to depart without really talking to anybody except people that are on the ground at Bayport. We'll use 22.7 to do that, as long as we stay below 700. And so the plan will be to depart to the south until we get to the outer island here, and then we're going to turn and we're going to start heading towards Kennedy, basically. But we're going to try to stay outside of Kennedy's airspace here. So we're going to tune in the Kennedy VOR, and we're going to try to remain 30 miles away at all times. That way we don't have to talk to them, and we are good to go as long as we stay below 700 until we get to, and I'm sorry, we're not going to stay 30 miles. We need to stay 10 miles away. once we get inside the 30-mile ring, we have to stay below 800. And then when we get a little closer, we need to stay below 1,500. So we can climb a little bit here, but we're not going to go too much higher, because when we get to the Verrazano Narrows to begin our transition, our VFR transition, our corridor is from 1,000 feet to 1,300 feet. So my plan is to fly out here below 700, keep it below 700 until we are essentially right in this, we're in the 20-mile ring here, and at that point I'm going to go to 1,000, and that's where we're going to try to hold it. Okay, we're going to try to hold it, and this is kind of cool because we'll be flying underneath departing traffic here from Kennedy, and that's really an awesome thing. Even in flight sim, it's awesome. Now, the New York guys are wrapping up their 30-hour event, so I don't know if too many guys are going to be on or not, but there's always good traffic here at this is Kennedy and LaGuardia and Newark and Teterboro, and there's all these busy airports. But here's where, if you've never flown this transition, here's where SkyVector really helps. The farther you zoom in, you'll notice you get more of these little map menus. There's two transitions. One of them is the Skyline transition, and one of them is the New York SFRA. We're going to take the New York SFRA because that is the one that we don't have to talk to any ATC. And the reason I picked that is not because I don't want to talk to ATC. It's just that if they're still doing their event, they're going to be incredibly busy. And so while we normally love to give our ATC friends a little bit of GA traffic, we're going to try to be nice to them in this case, and just try to stay out of their hair, basically. But we hit the Verrazano Bridge, we make a radio call there, and then we are going to head up, and there's some mandatory reporting points along the way. So we will stay along the east side of the river as we're northbound, and as you can see, we're going past Governor's Island, One World Trade, the Empire State Building. We're going to make a mandatory call at the Intrepid, and then a mandatory call at the GWB. And again, we're staying at between 1,000 and 1,300. And then here at the 11-mile mark, we are basically out of this special flight rules area. And then we're on up. Anyway, this takes us up to Stewart. Then we're going to turn around, basically do the same thing coming backwards. And we've got some different reporting points. GWB is still a reporting point for us, heading backwards. There's a clock here that we have to check in. The Statue of Liberty we check in, and the VZ, the Verrazano Narrows, we check in again, and then we'll head back on out to Bayport. So that's another freeware tool. If you don't already have it, you need to grab it. All right, I think the engine has warmed up fairly well. And let's go ahead, we're going to go to 22.7. We're going to make our radio call. And I believe we're still looking at winds out of the south. Yeah, 190, kind of just looking around. 190, 1200. So yeah, we'll be departing runway 18 out of Bayport. Cool. Bayport, by the way, for those of you, why Bayport? Well, it's the virtual home of the Virtual USA Flying Club, and we've been here, like I say, 6 years. Every year we come to a fly-in out of here, and they just have a really interesting history, and it's a cool place to fly. You were just riding your bike in that area the other day, T-Sac. That's cool, man. Yeah, man. Oh, and the Islip area is a good place to do some plane spotting. Heck yeah. Yeah, I don't know why. Well, this is obviously my model matching not working out. Oh, you know what? Hold on here for a second. I bet I know why. I bet I know why.
Hey, what's up, man?
Give me 1 second here, folks. I'll be right back. you know what? No, I'm gonna do it. I actually have to get out of the sim to make this change. I've got something turned on, and this is why my model matching looks so bad. And it's just gonna be junk all the way, and I don't want that to be the case. So give me it won't take but a second to go and turn this off and hop right back in, and we'll be good to go. Well, maybe not. Cody says hello, by the way. I may have lied to you guys. I might not be. So I have. Yeah.
Thank you for being here, everyone. Just make sure once you do arrive at Bayport, obviously, to mark yourself for attendance in that attendance channel so that you can be not only counted for attendance, but also eligible for the giveaways. Thank you, gentlemen.
All right, we're going to just try this and see if it helps. This may not do anything after all.
I'm about to pass Bridgeport, so I'm gonna trust me now.
All right, we'll get it going again here real fast. But I had a pretty good model matching set here. So that does kind of worry me, actually. What happened to my model matching set? Custom rules. Okay, I've still got that in there. Something is conflicting with that, and we'll see if what I've done there helps us out. The one of the shortcomings still of Flight Sim 2024 are the model matching, especially when it comes to GA aircraft, and so you do get some strangeness going on. All right, let's pop back in here and do this again. 23 November. Back to Bayport. We may be right on top of somebody now, and I will apologize in advance if we are. Oh yeah, there is somebody down there. We'll move down here to spot. Yeah, we'll move up here to spot. Where was I? I think I was spot 1. Let's just see if that is available. Ooh, and I wonder what it's going to do with my state saving. Uh-oh. This could be interesting.
You need to set parking brakes to request ground services.
All right, GSX. Yeah. All right, while this is loading in, let's talk just a little bit about the Virtual USA Flying Club, because this is obviously the reason why we're here. It is a club that was set up by a guy you might know, Mike Sonate, aka Jet Pilot Cinnamon, and yeah, darn it, we still got the same. We're still running, actually. Okay, that didn't help us out anyway. But the idea back in the day was that he knew that lots of folks enjoyed flying general aviation in flight sim, but what they didn't necessarily feel good about was doing it on the VATSIM network. And so he 6 years ago decided to change that and start this club with the sole purpose of giving people the tools, the resources, the skills necessary to go online and fly with real ATC, with real traffic. And yeah, that's what we've been doing for 6 years. So we'll talk a little bit about how you can get involved in this awesome club. But I'm going to get going first. Bayport traffic, Cessna November 11816 is taxiing to runway 18 Bayport. Alright, let's get around this dude. And make our way out of here. I believe the Bayport Airport was chosen for the first fly-in because several of the original club members actually were able to attend the real life fly-in that occurs here. And this is I mean, there's several airports that are like they just scream general aviation, but this one here being up close to where JPC actually got his private pilot's license and where he lives, where a number of the original flying club members live, they thought this was the perfect spot to host a fly-in, and it just kind of stuck. All right, let's do a quick run up here, and we'll be on our way. Especially want to make sure everything is working after doing the shutdown here. Pressure's all look good. Yeah, that's fine over there. Hopefully you guys can hear those sounds. The beautiful Boris sound pack. Alright, everything looks good there. How are we at idle? Can't stay at idle too long because one of the things that's modeled in this WBSim mod is you lose a little alternator power when you bring your RPMs down below 1,000 and you run the battery out. So that's kind of cool. Alright, let's turn the lights on here. I don't know that we need them just yet, but it's getting on 4 o'clock in the afternoon here, I suppose. And I will set flaps 10. You guys doing okay? Need a little air? It's a nice day out here. All the breakers, by the way, are in. We did check those. And the first thing we have to do is we've got to put in Kennedy VOR 15-9er. Oh, I got it in already. We're too far away to pick that up just yet. So last thing to check here, we are sitting at about 015. I would say right about there. Okay, and we are wanting to depart here. To depart runway heading, so southbound, and no higher than 500. We actually can go up to 700, but we're just going to try to keep it at 5 for now. It's a good round number. All right, I think we're ready to go. Bayport traffic, Cessna November 11816 is departing. Runway 18 will be straight out VFR southbound, Bayport. Mariner, you're listening to Sinatra. Nice. That's well done, sir. Very well done. Okay, the runway on the other side is closed. There's 2 runways here, and they alternate between the 2. And this one here on the right-hand side is the one we're going to use. All right, I hope I've given myself enough room. I'm leaving a little bit of a runway behind me here. Makes me kind of nervous. All right. I think we're fine. Let's see how we do. If are we making power? We are indeed. Release the brakes. A little bit of a crosswind off of our right-hand side. We're looking for 60. There we go. Up, up, and away. Just so buttery smooth. I love it. It's just such a joy to fly. I have a soft spot for Cessna 150s and 152s, as you guys know. But this one here is a real beaut. Was happy to see it was updated to work in 2024. All right, there's 300. We're just southbound again, just nothing crazy. You can see the outer island out there. That's where we're going to be. Hitting that and turning westbound.
Foot traffic, November 3, currently 1,000 feet over Fire Island. The traffic departing out on 18 left. We will be coming in and following the river in for 18 right down there.
Awesome.
November 3.
SS 916. We're looking for that inbound traffic. Just hitting the shoreline right now at 400. All right, looks good. Bring the flaps up. Fire Island, that's kind of what is out there out in front of us here, you guys, and so we're just looking for traffic should be coming in from over here. Thought he reported coming in from the north side, but we're going to stay here at 500 and just hold this heading. We're not doing a very good job of holding the runway heading. We're kind of drifting a little bit. We don't want to drift to the right because that's the path of the inbound traffic. The traffic that comes into Bayport comes in. There's like a little bit of that little spot over there is your aiming point, and you hit Bayport's version of the river visual. Essentially, you come right up a little.
We're gonna scoot to the left here. We'll keep you inside.
Copy that. Yes, we still don't see it just yet, but we're going to remain 180 here at 500 feet, and we'll just try to get clear. Kind of super quiet.
Yeah, it should be about 3 o'clock.
Super quiet. Yeah. Nothing. Oh, there he is. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we see we're no factor. So I'm just at the end there. Okay. Beautiful.
I should have flew my Duke. That's okay.
I tried to get the Duke in here. No, I tried to get the Comanche in here one time, and I failed miserably. All right, we've got what's beeping at us here? Outer marker. Hello, Beethoven. How's everybody doing? All right, there's Fire Island. And we're going to turn now on an approximate about 265-ish heading.
Traffic, 3800 Mike coming in along the right side of the river. We're going to be landing 18, Bayport.
Okay, about 265. That should keep us. The big thing here is we want to stay more than 10 miles away from that New York, that Kennedy VOR. So we will definitely engage some autopilot here. As you can see, I'm kind of all over the place in terms of my altitude, flying straight and level. You know, sometimes it's harder than you think. All right, so 2.
Bayport traffic, pilot speed 1, over the bay, 1500, Bayport.
All right, let's set the autopilot up. Heading bug is engaged, and we're going to call it. We can go up to. We're going to call it 700 feet here to start. That altitude is armed. It looks like we're climbing at about 700 feet a minute, so we shouldn't take us too long to get where we need to go. And yeah, we can enjoy a little bit of autopilot and talk a little bit more about, again, kind of today's flight and today's overall mission, I guess. We talked a little bit about Jet Pilot Cinnamon creating this club for the intention of promoting GA traffic on the VATSIM network and helping pilots that love to fly GA, helping them get comfortable with that process, because it is a little different, right? VFR flying like we're doing is different than IFR, which is what most people are familiar with when they're flying their, their Embraers or their A320s or whatever. And then, the things that you say as a pilot when you're flying a Cessna versus an Airbus too. So that's kind of what we do. And if you're interested in that, there's a link right here to the Virtual USA Flying Club Discord. That's how you join. It's, again, we're in that theme of being free. There's no obligation, no cost, none of that. You just join our Discord. All you have to do is have a VATSIM account. So you have to have that valid VATSIM ID. You have to go through that process in order to be able to be on the network. And it's a little bit of a process, but it's not too bad. Anyway, go to vatsim.net and you'll get all that information. But once you have that, you come in and we take care of the rest. And then the way that we like to, I guess, provide the training is pretty simple. Like, we just do it by doing events. We host events, and we do about 3 to 4, kind of our goal is 4 events a month, so it's almost weekly. Some general aviation event that's on VATSIM, and through those events, we teach you things like, how do you flight plan? How do you make a VFR flight plan? We kind of went through a little bit of that planning here with the flight at the beginning of the stream. How do you talk to ATC? How do you...
Automated weather observation 2000 Zulu.
Uh-oh.
219er at 5. Visibility 10. Sky condition 4,900 feet. Scattered few clouds at 14,200
Mike is
feet.
turning off the runway.
I don't know if that's my... I don't know if that's...
November 8.
Okay. We must have a...
November 12 automated weather observation.
Oh, for Pete's sake. I think I have...
Wind.
I think I have had something come on here.
10. Sky condition. Ceiling 6,500 feet broken. Temperature. Tree 2C. Dew point. 21C. Altimeter 29er 8 tree. November 12 automated weather observation 2000 Zulu. Wind 247 at 4. Visibility 10.
I have something turned on here in the settings I need to figure out. There we go. I need to disable the AI. How do I do this?
November 12 automated weather observation 2000 Zulu. Wind 247 at 4. Visibility 10. Sky condition. Ceiling 6,500
Assistances,
feet
okay.
broken.
We're going to have to come out of here for just a second. Assistances. And I don't know why this is turned on. It shouldn't be turned on. But apparently something has gotten turned on with A. There we go. No, that's not on. AI radio ATC. Okay. So it's something in my aircraft here, isn't it?
21C. Altimeter 29er 8 tree.
That's very interesting because I shouldn't have. It's on 2280, and that shouldn't be.
November 12 automated
So
weather
okay, that's
observation.
interesting. So
20
that's a
0 Zulu.
that apparently is
November 8 automated weather
an
observation.
auto
20
weather
0
reporting
Wind 219er
frequency,
at 5. Visibility 10.
and so is 22.7. Huh? That's kind of crazy. All right, let's change this up. We'll come back to the Bayport one here in just a minute. Oh, wait a second. I want to hear what airport it is. November 8-1. Okay. November 8-1. Let me see what airport that is here.
Hey, Joe, I see you.
That's Hammond. Yeah, sure enough. Hammond Municipal, which is actually, that's, whoa, hold on for a second. That's way down there past Philadelphia. So I shouldn't, well, I don't know, Philly's not that far away, I guess, but all right, well, there you go. I guess we'll have to fight that a little bit. when we're coming back into Bayport, but yeah, oh well. So that's just, I haven't heard that before, and I've flown this, like I say, we've flown it 6 times. I don't have anything weird turned on here, do I? I don't think so. No. All right. So anyway, back to the events. One of the things that we do to help you get comfortable flying on the network, if you're in that category, is to allow you to fly in places kind of like we're flying right now, past the super busy New York airspaces, and actually there's transitions where you don't have to actually talk to anyone, which is way cool. Right now, everybody is lit up still, and we have, if I was to tune in 20.025, which I will do, put that on COM2 and just monitor that. We should hear, hopefully, if I got that, yeah, 025, sorry, not 25. We'll hear
Endeavor
center.
5004, contact Washington Center 133.72. 2272, thanks for service.
But the beauty part again is, since we are in a little corridor,
November
a
26
little
Lima Romeo,
VFR
contact
corridor,
approach 126.1, good day.
we are allowed to fly, and essentially it keeps us out of everybody's way. So he's going to know we're there. Obviously, we're squawking our 1200. We've got squawking ALT. So
Endeavor
he knows
4082,
we're
contact
VFR
New York
traffic,
approach
and
120.8. 120.8.
but he doesn't have to worry about us being somebody he has to control. If we were going to fly the other route, and actually we do have Kennedy approach 2570. Let's put that guy on here.
United 1464. 3 Roger. Flight present heading into center maintain 3000. Vector for the visual approach runway 28.
Present heading in 3000 and vectors, thanks.
So he's on, so we can contact him and get that transition. We'll go ahead and talk to him, and then after that we don't have to worry too much about communicating with him.
JetBlue 1678, RD with this call. JetBlue 1678, cross 22 right at Hotel Ground Point 9. Have a wonderful day. 22 right, Hotel Ground Point 9, JetBlue 1678, good day.
New York approach November 11816.
Flexjet 93, turn right, heading 220, please.
It's usually LaGuardia that we have to talk to on this. Or Newark.
Flexjet 93, I got the traffic just off your 2 o'clock, 3 miles, slow moving to the southwest, 4,500 VFR type unknown.
Yeah, we got him on, we got him on a TCAS, and we got him on site.
Flexjet 93, do you have him visually though?
Confirm.
Flexjet 93, roger, then you can maintain visual separation, descend and maintain 3000.
3000 visual separation, Flexjet 93.
Number 18 Lima, Long Island Iso altimeter 29086.
29086, 261 Lima.
Might be tricky for us to get a check in here.
Flexjet 93 heading 270.
70, Flexjet 93.
Flexjet 93, that's one able and it's maintain
Okay,
visual
I'm just
separation with
gonna
an
double
aircraft
check
right now,
here.
2 o'clock, 2 miles northwest, or sorry, westbound.
Or that will keep that separation, and we're heading 270 now, Flexjet 93.
Flexjet 93, also additionally look for the airport is at your, right now, 1 o'clock, 1 to 2 o'clock, and 1 2 miles. Advise when you have the airport in sight.
I will call him site, Flexjet 93.
Alright, so I've got to get permission to enter this corridor here, and I think the only person here is going to be Kennedy approach. Kennedy approach, November 11816. Oh, he's not hearing me because he's on. Sorry. I gotta come up here. Kennedy approach November 11816.
November 11816, New York approach.
Yes, sir. VFR westbound at 700. We're just south of Farmingdale. We'd like to request the SFRA transition northbound.
Fairwing 1521.
Number 11816. Hello. You want the SFRA is going to be uncontrolled, but do you want flight following up until that point?
Affirm November 11816. If able.
Number 11816, A-type aircraft.
Yeah, we're assessing a 150 slant alpha. Oh, I didn't have to check in. Oh, heck yeah. Connor, what's up, man? 414 broke the other day. That would have been a tough.
93 clear vision approach running 28.
That'd have been a tough one to get into Bayport probably anyway.
Cessna 11816, squawk 1613, I know.
1613, 11816. All right, 1613. Oh, wait a second. I know where I'm confused here. And ident button. Where's my ident? I have to do it on the. Have to do it over here.
United 362 near center.
362, go ahead.
United 362, you're cleared to Penns. Hold south of Penns as published.
Okay, so that is.
Selection 93, runway 28, clear to land.
So actually
Cessna 11816, radar contact as reported. The Kennedy altimeter is 2985. Descend and maintain at or below 500. For now, remain outside Bravo airspace. Caution wave turbulence, multiple type aircraft departing and arriving overhead.
All right, descend 500, November 11816.
Number 816, you got traffic 2 o'clock and 3 miles eastbound, 500 feet. VFR type is unknown.
Looking for the traffic, November 816. Okay, so they want us down a little bit lower.
November 18 Lima, Bridgeport altimeter 29904.
A little bit lower for now.
Correction, 2984. 2984.
So you are the one, Mariner. Yeah, so I actually just did more work than I needed to, but I don't mind having a little flight following when I'm going past Kennedy like this. But since it is SFRA, I didn't have to even check in. I could have stayed right down below my the class Bravo, and I would have been good to go. I'm not sure why he's descending me to 500, but whoops, I am going past 500. Hold on here. Going down to 300. I don't want that. I want to arm my altitude here. Climb up to 500. 500 or below for the Bravo. Yeah, but I'm out of that inner ring. Okay. I guess I'm not reading this sectional correctly then, am I? Yeah, see, I'm down far enough. I'm way past that inner ring, that 10-mile ring. Yeah, we're still 13 miles south. Yeah. Oh, maybe he was thinking I was going to go along the shoreline. Ah, that could be. There you go. That probably makes more sense. Probably makes more sense. Oh well, it's all right. It is kind of fun to fly the shoreline though at 500 again, because you go literally right underneath the departing traffic. It is it is pretty fun. So what that does mean though, Mary, you bring up a good point here, is since we are at 500, I could go a little more direct toward Verrazano Narrows, and so let's do that. Let's head slightly northwest, and we won't get all the way back along the shoreline just yet, but we will kind of get in that neighborhood basically.
New York sensitized 317 with you 6000.
November 12
Yeah,
automated
I'll be
weather
darned.
observation. 20
So 2280, the CTAF frequency also picks up an automated weather from an airport clear
Calling
down
air coach, say
past Philadelphia in flight sim
17,
2024. That's odd.
I'm sorry, where are you? I think you might be talking to the wrong controller. Are you flying into Newark?
So we may.
Negative. In that case, I will switch back to my previous frequency.
The frequency that we have to use.
Number 317, Roger. Yeah, I just don't see you on frequency. But if you could tell me location nearest airport.
Hit the SFRA is
12 downwind of Newark, heading 040.
3.05. So let me get that set.
We're a departure as well, sir.
That's our
what
frequency.
Was your destination?
Once we get heading up the Hudson.
Dubai.
So anyway, Mariner, he says he's right in front of me about 5 miles. Let's see if we can see him.
I can't find you. I'm sorry. Not in my airspace, but if you can go back to the previous controller and see maybe where. Oh, I see where you are. Okay.
I see you on Elevate X, but I don't see you yet on the
120.8. Thank you, sir.
in the sim.
You're welcome.
Wait,
Canada departure, good day. JetBlue,
spot of dust on my windshield.
Holding short of 22 right.
JetBlue 251, your departure, runway 22 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, JetBlue 8251.
Okay.
Cessna 816, traffic 12 o'clock, opposite direction, 3 miles, 500 feet, VFR, type unknown.
Yeah, we're looking for that traffic, Cessna 816. So yeah, I'm gonna do this. I don't want to crash right into Mariner here. That'd be a bad way to start the event. He's at 500. I'm at 500. How about we do this also? Let's go to 400. It's not a ton of separation, but 100 feet's 100 feet, right? I'm looking. I was going to talk to you more about free tools here, but I'm looking for. We should have just passed right. He should have passed right by me. Yeah, never saw you, Mariner. Never saw you once. At least you saw me, I guess. That's the key.
Might be on the ground there. I'll tell you what, 3 years I've never had to do that 1-8 approach. That is difficult.
1-8's fun.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
It'll be fun coming back down, you guys. All right, so anyway, free tools. So far we've talked about the WB Sim. So the airplane is completely free. There's this also works in 2020. If you're flying in 2020, there are freeware options for X-Plane 11 and X-Plane 12 as well. Very, very good Cessnas. Like, I don't know if there's a 150, default 150 in X-Plane 11, but I know there is a good Cessna 172 in X-Plane 11. So free aircraft. Of course, we're talking after you've bought the sim. The VATSIM network, which is the network that we're talking to ATC and the other aircraft, also free to sign up for. The Virtual USA Flying Club, free to sign up for. You got to be on Discord to do it, but Discord's another free tool. And then SkyVector, our remaining freeware tool that makes general aviation flying so much fun. Yeah, so I guess that's the main thing. If you're worried about cost, don't be, because even if you don't fly this aircraft per se, there are freeware options for you that you can enjoy right straight out of the box. I don't have any mods going on for the city. If you're in X-Plane, you might be running auto ortho or map enhancement, something like that. But nothing crazy.
I maintain 7,000 for JetBlue.
You don't have to get a city, upgraded pack. I know there's one for Microsoft called the New York City Times, which is excellent. but you don't have to. You don't have to do that either. So don't let price scare you off for flying on VATSIM, because you don't need a bunch of fancy tools. I am using ElevateX, which is it's a VATSIM kind of monitor, but that also is free. And there's other free tools like VATSpy or VATSIM radar, VAT radar, I think is what it's called. Anyway, there's all kinds of, if you want to see kind of other traffic and where there's ATC, you can use that as well. So don't let cost hold you back. All right, well, we're getting close to Kennedy, and again, I was hoping we'd have some Kennedys right on the other side of this body of water here.
Marcello, American 2603,
right up there.
heavy on that go for 22 right.
American 2603 near departure, runway 22 right.
So they're arriving and departing southbound.
22 right, it's American 2603.
Potential aircraft information, whiskey now current at Kennedy, altimeter 2984. American 2459, descend to maintain 16,000, altimeter 2984.
To maintain 166,000, 984.
Pretty soon
Triple
we'll
1851, contact
start up that Hudson northbound.
25322.
I apologize for the ad break.
Okay, American 2459, turn right heading 180, vector 2, ILS runway 22 left approach.
Return heading 180, American 2459.
I've been impressed really with both X-Plane and Microsoft Flight Sim as far as what New York looks like. It is one of those cities, I think, that's very popular and gets a lot of extra handcrafting. So a lot of the buildings and things you'll notice, the Statue of Liberty obviously modeled in both sims. And
American 2459, descend to maintain 13,000.
the only thing really that doesn't look super duper good right out of the box are the bridges. So I'll just warn you in advance, that's where if you did have a little extra cash and you wanted a, an enhanced city scenery pack or something, that's what you would get. A little bit nicer bridges, streets, like Times Square is modeled a little bit more accurately.
American 2603, ready to contact, climb maintain 12,000.
Well, we didn't get any departing traffic over the top of us, guys. And I'm watching ElevateX just to make sure we don't have anybody taking off, unfortunately. Maybe we'll get somebody on the way back in.
267, I want to take my number, Carl, do you want us to stay with you or I should go to something?
Who is this?
Number 26118.
Number 2618 Lima, you can contact Boston Center now 133.45.
Hey, Mike.
What's on 133.45? Help take care of 26118.
American 2603, heavy, turn left, heading 120 for now.
Turn left 120, American 2603 heavy.
How are you, buddy? Nice to see you. You can kind of see one of the bridges. They're just kind of filled in. They don't have the space underneath them all the time. Sometimes they do. JPC, thanks for the raid, man. Thanks for another year, buddy boy.
I did play cinema.
Mustafa, welcome in, my friend. Yeah, the top of the bridge looks great. The bottom, not so much. But we're pretty spoiled these days, aren't we? Welcome in, Raiders. JPC, for those of you that do not know Mr. Sinante,
American 2459.
this is the man, the myth, the legend, the guy that is responsible for this Virtual USA Flying Club business.
American 2603 heavy, clear direct wavy.
Clear direct
he,
way
I'm
B,
sure,
American 2603.
did his own stream early on. We departed from Bayport. We're going to head up to Stewart, and then we're going to end up back down
American
at
2603,
Bayport.
connect New York Center, 125.32, good day. American 2603, heavy clear direct, or correction, contact New York Center,
Yeah, I just thought we'd do like a
125.32,
little bit of a round trip.
125.32, good day, American.
I've never done the
2603.
transition both directions in one flight, so I'm looking forward to doing this.
Singapore 23 Echo,
All right.
New York
Well-
departure, runway 22 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 22 right.
The other restriction here is we can't exceed 140 knots, which, needless to say, that's not a problem for us.
816, you can climb and maintain VFR at or below 1,400 at this time. And you said you were interested in doing the exclusion, correct?
Affirm. We'll climb up to VFR altitude and 2305, I believe, November 11816.
Departure, Singapore 23 Echo Heavy.
816 affirmative, radar service terminated, squawk VFR, change to advisory frequency approved. And we'll talk to you soon.
All right, appreciate the help, and yeah, we'll talk to you in a little bit, November 11816.
American 2459, turn left heading 090 to center maintain 7,000.
All right, I'm going to keep it on
heading 090 down to
autopilot just so that we can do some sightseeing. Because, yeah, I want to be able to get outside just a little bit here. And I also want, at the same time, I want to make sure that our altitude is where it needs to be. So here's our little narrows. We come on in here. We got there's Verrazano Bridge. That's one of our mandatory reporting points on 123.05, and we need to be again from 1,000 to 1,300. So I'll probably just I think I'll probably just do 1,000. Actually, you know what? We'll do 1,100 just to be safe. TSAC is going to come in with all the good knowledge about Gotham here. Verrazano Bridge is one that I don't recall being modeled all that well, but we're climbing a little quickly. We're losing some airspeed here, so let me back that off slightly. Yeah, it's got that same issue with it being a solid chunk of ground. Alright, yeah, you know what? Let's hand fly. This thing is so fun to hand fly. And if we need to pop outside to look around a little bit, we'll just be fast. Alright, Verrazano Bridge. Again, between 1,000, well, he said 1,400, didn't he? So we got 400 feet to play with. But the key is we need to stay over here on the right side. Now, what we have, nothing out here just yet. I think I don't know my way around here real well, but I believe that we have, looking at about 5 different maps here. SFRA. Yeah, I believe Statue of Liberty is coming up. Yeah, I think that's it. Statue of Liberty and Ellis Island coming up. And you also, I believe one of the requirements to this is that you are not supposed to be over land. You're supposed to stay over the water. New York traffic, Cessna November 11816 is northbound 1,300 over Verrazano Bridge. New York traffic. You have a similar weather. Oh, because you got a hurricane in the area there. Oh man, I forgot about that. Well, shoot, stay safe. buddy, as always. Alright, so yeah, there we go. Disregard the solid underneath textures here, but the city itself does look quite nice. Alright, up we go. Again, past Ellis Island. You can see One World Trade coming up. You can see some of the other big landmarks there from Manhattan coming up. And get a little bit better look at Statue of Liberty on our way back down from the south, because we go basically right over. In fact, it's one of the reporting points here. Our next reporting point is we're going to go over Governor's Island right here. That's not a reporting point. It is the Intrepid, big military museum there on the USS Intrepid. I feel like I like hand flying, but I know you guys probably want to look outside. So let's, I'm going to go ahead and put the autopilot back on here. Go heading mode. We'll just hold the altitude as as we are. 1,000. Whoops. Do reverse course. We'll just hold 1,100. That should be just fine, and we'll pop back outside. Because it is worth looking around here. They've done a nice job in 2024 for sure. And you get to hear the Boris audio sounds as well, so it's a win-win. Uh-oh. Yep, hit the wrong key. Statue of Liberty, Ellis Island, both really fun to go tour. My wife and I were able to get there this summer. First time I've ever been to New York. See, now those bridges look pretty nice. It's interesting how some render nicely and some don't. I wonder if it's just getting a little closer to the city. If there's, because I know New York City, they did get a little bit of handcrafted special touch, and we're illegal right now because we're kind of going over the top of the city here. We don't want to do that. That's the problem with me being outside. All right, One World Trade. The entire site, it's interesting because they still have photogrammetry of construction going on, and so there's some of it is looks kind of weird, but there's the Memorial Park, and there's a little bit of one of the footprints there, and of course there's this crazy beautiful museum. What a place. Yeah, I'm illegal right now, by the way. I'm over land. And I'm not doing a very good job of paying attention to where I'm going. That's why you turn off photogram. I don't think it looks that bad. What's wrong with that? That looks nice. You got the odd building out in the middle there, but the downtown area, I thought that looked really good. Coming up on the Intrepid, which is, I think, maybe right there. The clock, do I have to report the clock on the way up? The clock. The Intrepid is right up here. I think the clock is on the way down. Maybe not. That is over there, isn't it? Alright, let's turn a little bit up here. I don't know. You might be right, Mike. You're usually right on the dot with this stuff. But we'll hit it on the way back down. Alright. And New York traffic, Cessna 11816 is northbound over the Intrepid, 1,300. New York traffic. Kind of getting a little bit of a waving in the breeze thing going here, aren't we? So, yeah, the Intrepid, let's see. Yep, that's the Intrepid Museum. I think that looks really nice. Although they have an SR 71 Blackbird on one end of it. But, yeah, huge cruise liners in there as well. And there's Central Park. There's, I think that's the Met over there. Guggenheim is, I think, over on this side, if I remember correctly. We didn't make it to the Guggenheim, but we did make it to the Met. Maybe that's the Met. I don't know, it's massive. Yep, they also have a Concorde. And I was able to get on that. That was really cool. There was an old guy that did a fantastic job of talking about the Concorde.
Sorry, I may or may not have hit a tree.
Did you bend the plane?
In IRL, I probably would have died, but in SimWorld, we were fine.
I've done my best to try to clear out those trees at the end of the runway also, so you should have had a few extra feet.
I definitely bit my landing gear, so...
Yeah, is there a maintenance bay around here? I landed 300 feet per minute.
Alright, here's the GWB. This is another mandatory reporting point.
Maybe, maybe not. Might cost you a pretty penny bringing the plane down Sunrise Highway, though.
Have no idea, by the way, what this little stadium is.
We saw a whole bunch of planes coming in for landing, right?
Of some sort, but I don't remember. Yankee Stadium though is over here.
A very short base.
If I'm not mistaken, might be a little far away for us to see. It's over in this area. Oh, there it is. I think that's Yankee Stadium.
Light work.
You gotta think I'm a turboprop, so.
I'm also in a turboprop too.
Which one are you flying?
Gulfstream 1.
Your traffic Cessna 11816 is northbound, passing the GWB.
I will say I'm glad my pilot does have some jet tolerance, because I had to pull a sharp turn just to stay
yeah, pretty cool.
South of Sunrise
Pretty cool
Highway.
to look at, pretty cool to see. 2024 does a nice job, in my opinion, of showing off the town. Again, not every city has this much detail, but you know, it's kind of like London and Paris and, you know, some of those more famous European cities. Some of these cities, you know, Nice is another one I've noticed has a lot of detail, but Tappan Zee, that's Tappan Zee, I think, is a little farther south, isn't it? PSAC, I'm not sure. Honestly, where that's at, my friend. Does anybody know? Is the Tappan Zee Is it north of or south of the GWB? I don't really know. I don't really know. I'm trying to look for it on the sectional here and I don't see it either. So, yeah, not sure. It's north. Okay, so it's coming up here. Oh yeah, it is north because we've got...
I think what made this approach difficult this time, obviously, me, I'm used to making the 3-6 approach, however, I think those...
Yeah, it's up there past...
I didn't check, but I'm pretty sure it was
I think the Tappan Zee is where we actually...
push me to right. It's almost like I had better chances.
Leave the, yeah, so that's where we leave. That's this one coming up. This is where we actually leave the SFRA and it's just short of leaving the entire New York class Bravo. Now here's the interesting thing about this. All right, so yeah, you guys are on it. You guys are on it. So so we're currently in the the SFRA, and we can be in the SFRA. We're legal at 1,400, but as soon as we get to the Tappan Zee Bridge, which is kind of the end of it, we have to be mindful. So you kind of have to dip back down here to stay out of the New York class Bravo. So I'm gonna start to descend back to 1,000 feet, and just make sure again that we are not busting any airspace. We've kind of snuck our way up a little bit here too, haven't we? All right, altitude is armed, 1,000 feet. We're descending at 300 a minute. Yeah, that should be just fine. After the Alpine Tower. I'm flirting with not necessarily being legal here. Look at the weather kind of closing in on us, though. This is not okay. JPC promised us a VFR day. What's going on? Oh yeah, I bet this would be kind of a fun American Truck Simulator type route. Boy, I was amazed, and I know they have to do it, but I was amazed at how many big rigs, I'm talking 18-wheelers, were trying to sneak their way through.
I'll catch you guys later. I gotta be available. My wife's driving up from the beach.
Midtown Manhattan.
Delaware Beaches right now, so she should be home in about 15 minutes. So I'll be available for her. So you guys have a good afternoon.
Those guys there, I hope they were paid double time, because what a tough place to drive any vehicle, let alone a freaking 18-wheeler. No karaoke tonight, man. TSAC, you're kind of like got a lot of requests here, buddy. All right, I can't get below 1,000 because that's not good. Moose, what aircraft are you going to be flying? Had a chance to sing a little karaoke with Mustafa when we came out here. That was kind of fun. Ooh, my dog is telling me it's time for you-know-what. We might have to take a short break. How you doing, Comanche? Also, yeah, I think that's what Slanty's doing. I think Slant Alpha is streaming as well. If you guys aren't already over there, make sure you have his tab opened up. And he's in the Comanche, or he was gonna fly the Comanche. I think he was starting in Nantucket, and then he was going to go up to Schenectady or something like that. So he was going to also fly this transition.
I'm thinking about giving the pattern one more go here.
All right, so are we listening to? I was hoping we could listen to New York approach also, by the way. 2570. Oh, I turned it off here, didn't I?
Altitude 2985.
Oh, I know why.
Number 61
Because I
Quebec
was
heading
picking up
06.
that stupid.
November 89 automated weather observation.
Can you repeat the frequency? Qatar 61 Quebec.
Qatar 61 Quebec, New York Center 125.
That's really interesting that 2280 is picking up an automated
New York
weather
Center 125.32. Thank you so much.
I don't know if that's is that an MSFS thing, do you think?
Have a wonderful day.
Is that a real, is there an airport that actually has that as their AWOS?
800 Fox Whiskey, we're going to take a full stop here.
Number 0 Fox Whiskey, runway 19, clear to land. And you going back to Atlantic?
Roger, I'm going to assume we'll take Bravo up.
Number 0 Fox Whiskey, long landing approved, runway 19, clear to land.
Go to the 919, 8 Fox.
All right, here's your tap and Z, by the way. And air traffic, Cessna November 11816 is northbound over the Tappan Zee Bridge. New York traffic. Yeah, that one looks horrible. Man. That bridge alone, it almost makes me want to pick up that New York Times. Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, that's the worst of the bridges. Okay, that's the only thing I've seen so far that it's really been cringed. What you're seeing right there is what you get, TSAC. Yep. So that's not too freaking good. Andrew, what's going on, man?
Yeah, 2816. Would you like a bus?
Yeah, 2816. Continue on Juliet, cross runway 22 right at Juliet, and yes, then contact ground 121.9.
Aviator, don't think they'll have the new one for a while. Yeah, I think again, if you were to...
You're welcome, take care. Empire 401 to set and maintain 2000, fly heading 280.
He wants lunch, and so now he's doing this fake, I've got a cough. That's where that New York Times scenery pack would probably have everything you want. So I don't know.
800 Foxtrot Whiskey, we're clear 19 Alpha.
I don't know what I mean, it's Bing imagery,
right?
right?
Foxtrot Whiskey, make the left on Bravo taxi to Atlantic, remain no frequency. Have a nice day.
But it's not up to date, right? It's always a little bit behind. 5 years, 10 years, I don't even know. For a while, I remember in 2020,
I don't know if I
they
gave
were
you
using such old
speed is at your discretion.
Data that they were missing runways at Baltimore and stuff like that. So I don't know.
Yeah, I think I'll slow it down here for
Yep, that's perfect. Thank you. Speed is your discretion.
All right, so now here's what we've got to do.
About
Custom
what?
scenery.
Comanche 514 Delta.
For, do you use an X-Plane 12, Ryan?
Yeah.
Nope.
For this... Whoever
Number
uses
504
the
Delta
X-Plane
Victor.
12,
Transition east to west is
version
approved.
before you install
And do you want to
Just
speak
gets dropped in the
to
custom
Kind of
radar
interesting to
controller
fly
and get
back
flight following?
in
This way you don't have
X-Plane,
to
wouldn't
keep
it?
on
Just to compare
coordinating
the
that. We can
difference.
do that behind the scenes.
Well, this will be the last one I need, and then we'll be out of here.
Oh, there's
Good seeing you.
Number 514 Delta Victor, transition approved.
speaking of 514 Delta Victor, there's our guy.
Last aircraft calling, who was that?
Is there any interest in flying back in X-Plane?
Right,
Because I have a Cessna, I've got a 150 in X-Plane. We could absolutely fly back in X-Plane if you wanted, and just kind of compare the two sceneries. It wasn't my original plan, but we could definitely do that.
Number 120 Alpha Fox, registered turning squawk via 4, change to advisory frequency approved, use caution, multiple targets in the vicinity of Bayport.
That's true.
It's alright, you're building that time. That's the way it ought to
Let
be.
me know. Let me know. All right, we're trying to find. So there is.
near departure. Hello, runway 22 right, line up and wait.
We are. We're just about clear of. Actually, we are. I think we are clear of the Bravo. Coming up here on Well, no, the mode C ring
Empire
we're still coming
401
up
heading
on, but
250, intercept 2 to left
I
localized.
am able to climb a little bit if I would like. What's my
Number 419
altitude?
Mike Whiskey, ready to service, training squawk VFR, change to advisory frequency.
1,500
targets
if
in the
I
vicinity
want.
of Bayport
And we
Airport.
need a little bit of altitude because there's some elevation on this east side. So
Empire 401, 3 from Zalpa, maintain 2,000 to establish on localizer, cleared aisles 22 left approach speed, your discretion.
but things are going to narrow up here in just a little bit, as you can see, and then we will be, we do need to get, well, New York Stewart is a delta, so I don't know who would control that delta. Would this be approach or would this be center? Last night when I attempted to contact center
Chaplet 284
for
near
a
departure, with a
delta
contact, maintain
transition,
12000, turn
he
left
basically
heading
said we're
130.
So I'm thinking they might also have that same issue right now because everybody's flying in to Newark. It was 30 hours in Newark, by the way. Fun event.
Empire 401, runway 22 left to land.
We flew from Miami up to Newark. It was a good time. And then we flew last night. We flew around Reading
Chaplet 283, runway 22 right, clear for
with
takeoff.
Jeffrey B at the controls. That was fun too.
Delta 1015, New York departure, low, runway 22 right, line up and wait.
22 right.
I think what I'm going to do is this.
Chaplet 284, direct wavy. Chaplet 284, clear direct wavy.
121 nothing is our frequency into Stewart.
New York approach, good afternoon. Comanche 585, Romeo Papa, 6,800, descending 1,500.
And needless to say, there is nobody
Comanche 585, Romeo Papa, New York approach, hello, Kennedy, altimeter 2985.
no tower at Stewart right now, so
2985, 5 room Papa.
there are 3 New York centers.
Chaplet 284, contact New York Center
Who
125.32.
would be controlling? Who would be the guy to talk to?
Take care. Chaplet 1015, correction, Delta 1015, runway 22 right, clear for takeoff.
22 right, clear for takeoff, Delta 1015.
Boeing 625 Hotel Romeo, New York departure low, caution weight 7 from the departing 777, runway 22 right, line up and wait. Chaplet 283, ready to contact, when able to say altitude, 10 climb and maintain 1.
I'm not sure who's, not sure who would be covering that. Let me see if I can find out.
Chaplet 283, thanks, turn left heading 100, vector sequence.
Tower approach. Oh, approach.
Chaplet 283, maintain 240 knots or less for now.
But it's not Kennedy approach here. Yeah, we're just gonna go with it. We're gonna just
Delta
come in here.
1015 when able to
Now,
say
I'm
altitude, radar
so I'm
contact.
breaking a couple of rules here, but again, based on what I learned last night is
Delta 1015 heavy when able to say altitude, radar contact.
they're not really too keen
Delta
on
1015 afloat.
providing
I'm done with the
Delta
1015 heavy, climb and
services
maintain
right
11,000.
now. So we're just gonna contact
Delta 15 climb and maintain
this
11,000.
local CTAF here, 21 nothing, and we're just gonna kind of take care of ourselves.
Boeing
If we get a little,
625 Hotel
if we
Romeo,
get a little
runway 22
ping,
right,
if we
clear
get a
for
little
takeoff,
see
caution
me
weight 7
email,
from the departing 777.
then on the way out we'll do something different. Winds are 240 at 5, altimeter 2984.
Chaplet 283, clear direct wavy.
Pretty close, 2984, yeah. And so we need a bit of a westbound,
Chaplet 284, contact New York Center 125.32.
little westbound. Looks like we've got a runway.
Roger.
That would suit us there. Runway 27. All right, cool.
Delta 1015 heavy, don't turn right, do not turn right. Make a left turn, please. Left turn, please, heading 060.
Hey, from left turn 060.
Yeah, never, ever, ever turn right out of Kennedy.
Oh boy. All right, but we got a little ways yet. We got to go
Delta
through
1015 heavy turn left heading
the hills a little bit
060,
here,
climb and
up
maintain
past
17,000.
Left 060, climb maintain 17,000, Delta 1015.
JetBlue 283, speed 250,
Bear
connect
Rock,
center 125.32.
Bear Rock
Have a good day.
Museum and Forsonville. Yeah, we're just going to go a little bit here. Got kind of
JetBlue
like
283, 125.32.
kind of
Have a great day.
S-turn here. Yeah, left hand only.
Boeing 625 Hotel Romeo, radar contact.
Oops,
Climb and
I'm going the
maintain
wrong way.
11,000.
That way. Man, I tell you what, Stuart might be kind of tough to get into with all this localized rain. I'm going to climb up to about 2,000 here. Stuart is...
Gulfstream 1590 Whiskey Foxtrot, New York approach, hello, Long
500
Island,
feet
altimeter
basically,
2985.
so
And
we need at least 1,500,
approach
but
for a
2,000 might be a little bit better.
2985, expect visual space for
New York approach, we're
Yeah.
Foxtrot. We're right near Bayport. We're having aircraft issues here. I'm going to try turning to the right by entering to the class Charlie. Right flip.
Hang a left and get south of the airport, right, TSAC?
Number 120 Echo Foxtrot, New York approach, understood. You need to enter into the Charlie, is that correct?
That's Eric flight. Having some trouble.
Number 120 Echo Foxtrot, no worries. You can proceed as requested. Just remain south of the runway 24 extended center line. Long Island altimeter 2985 and just change to advisory frequency. It looks like you got traffic just in short final.
The weather's updating on us here. All right, there's 2,000. That'll work.
Boeing 5 Hotel Romeo, thanks for your patience. I needed to delay your turn just some.
Andrew, that arrival's hard. It is, isn't it? It's fun.
And climb and maintain
It is a
17.
tight turn there.
Excellent call on this one, though.
Delta 1015, turn left heading 040.
The last time I tried to land southbound on 18, I was in the Comanche and I stalled and crashed. It's just very, very difficult. Oh, this is interesting. This little rain squall is
Empire 401, continue
it's
on
in
hotel.
between me and Stuart, so I got a decision to make here, a
Empire
VFR
401,
decision
continue
to
on
make,
hotel,
and
hotel
it's
22
going
right
to
at
be
hotel.
to not go to Stuart. I think what we'll do, we could go to, there's Poughkeepsie up here.
Number 5 Hotel Romeo, turn left heading 040.
Poughkeepsie's is over here. And
Number
I'm
5
going to
Hotel
need a
Romeo,
little
just be
help to
advised,
get there.
it's carrier only, and I've been letting it go only because I've been so busy. But I cannot hear your voice. Check a mute switch. Lots of times that's the issue. That you don't realize that you've muted yourself.
I'm going to tune in that. That's the Kingston VOR. And
Number 5 Hotel Romeo, no worries. I basically determined that was your transmission back to me. I was too busy to try and
sure where
troubleshoot,
Poughkeepsie is. It's not right on the river.
Excuse me. Now that we have the time,
So,
I figured I'd let that in.
I'm going to do that, and that means we need to turn kind of
deal.
030.
And number 5
which is
Hotel
where we're
Romeo, climb and
basically
maintain
heading.
17,000.
Alright, so let's do this. Let's just see about.
Thank you. Yeah, you're just a little south of where I'd want you to be,
go to
but I had
nav
to
mode.
just
Let's
work with some other
direct
traffic
that
to
VOR.
provide separation here. So
And that's
you're
going
all
to take
good.
us just to the
Yeah,
right
about
of
15 miles to your entire flight.
Just to the right of Poughkeepsie. Sky Acres. Oh, I forgot about Sky Acres. Is that down here too?
Number 4 Delta Victor.
That's down here
clear
too,
the
isn't
Delta,
it?
frequency change your discretion.
M. Stein, you madman. 'Cause you're 17 miles. Alright, this is a tough choice now. Sky Acres is a fun little scratch. Yes, last time we were here we did Sky Acres. Were you and I flying together? Why do I think you and I were
Whiskey
flying
Foxtrot,
together?
descend and maintain 3,000.
And it's right on, it's kind of right on the other side of this hill or something, isn't it? Yeah, but Stuart right now is not looking. Stuart itself is VFR, but between us and Stuart is definitely not VFR. So yeah, we're gonna not mess with that. We're gonna go this way for now. All right. I think I know where Sky Acres is, but I don't 100% know. What I'm going to look for, though, is there is a bridge.
Pacific 843, New York's departure, hello.
There's a bridge
Runway
that
22 right, line up and
crosses.
wait.
And that bridge takes us
Delta
pretty much right to
turn left
it.
heading 340, contact New York Center 125.32.
I should say takes us pretty much
Stop
right to it.
340-125.32, see.
Hopefully the bridge
Empire
is not
401, cross 22 right at hotel, and then contact ground
engulfed in
121.9.
rain right now, but all right.
Delta 1015, heavy, contact Center
Sky
125.32.
Acres is going to be on that stupid frequency though, 22. No, it'll be 22.9.
Number 625 Hotel Romeo, contact New York Center 125.32.
All right, I'm going to have to turn off.
Number 9 Whiskey
I'm
Foxtrot.
gonna turn off approach here for just a minute, and I got to get my bearings here. If worst comes to worst, we can do Poughkeepsie because we're kind of heading right for Poughkeepsie. Yeah, but I would love, that would be cool. I wish there was a, so okay, so this is what I'm trying to do, you guys. This is my plan. So we've kind of come off of things right in here, and we're sort of like angling towards the Kingston VOR. So we're on this track like kind of like so. Okay, I think this is Sky Acres right here. Here's Poughkeepsie, Hudson Valley. That, I think that's Sky Acres. So what I'm looking for is this road that turns into a bridge and keeps going, because that kind of takes me, there's this little four-way intersection that kind of takes me right by Sky Acres. It should be charted.
That was interesting with three of us arriving at the same time.
Oh, Sky Acres, duh, it's right up here. Never mind. So I just need to keep going. Okay, so what was that? I think me and Good Fixins landed down here though. All right, 44 November, 22.8 versus Poughkeepsie. Oh yeah, if we go to Sky Acres, then we can just stay. We can avoid the Delta altogether. All right, so I'll just kind of keep going. We won't. I guess we won't totally avoid the Delta because we're kind of cutting right through it. But maybe we'll pick up Stormville and follow this little road. You're right, Sky Acres is right there. Okay, cool. We'll do that. We'll do that. I like that idea. All right, and I don't need to go to 3,000. Why am I heading to 3,000? How about 2,500 is fine. All right, shows we're 10 miles from the VOR, and then the VOR is just shy of Sky Acres, 22.8. So the only pain in the butt here, you guys, is that we're gonna have to listen to that stupid automated weather thing. From clear down in friggin'...
Hey guys, this is Linus, and I got a question if anybody's available. So, I'm very new. This is my second VATSIM event. The first one being a discovery for a flight last week.
Nice.
I actually messed up on CTAF frequency. So, I had 122.8 dialed up on the aircraft, and going back through the briefing, I could see it was 122.7. So where I got the 122.8 was from some of the required YouTube videos to watch, and I think it's because they're old.
If you're talking about VATSIM ones, yeah, it used to be that all the CTAF frequencies on VATSIM were, everything was just defaulted to 122.8 for anything that was uncontrolled.
Yes.
Now with the new CTAF that they have for VATSIM using the real world CTAF, that's where now, yes, you would need to use 122.7 or whatever's listed as the CTAF in any of the, you know, if
uncontrolled
you
fields.
SkyVector or AirNav or whatever, it's listed there and it'll tell you what the CTAF frequency is.
Okay. All right. Wow, that's an embarrassing mistake.
You you know for next time now. That's all.
Yep. Thank you. Appreciate it.
No problem.
All right, so Sky Acres, we're going to land on 3-5. It's a left-hand traffic pattern to 3-5, and it is 700 feet in elevation, so 2,500, we're in pretty good shape. It's a little misty and hazy now, but I need to stay up here at 2,500. The minimum altitude is 2,100, so we'll wait a little bit, and we're gonna be all right. Actually, well, we're gonna clip this Hudson Valley Delta. We need to be above 2,700 to stay out of the Delta, but the problem is I can't really climb up to, I guess I could. All right, so let's do that. Let's just try to stay. It doesn't happen very often, but we're going to attempt to stay 100% legal here. So let's climb up to 2,800. That way we're going to stay out of the Hudson Valley Regional airspace. We're going to go to 2280. It's a pain in the neck. I'm so sorry, but we're going to unfortunately have that stupid CTAF deal going while we make our calls to Sky Acres. We probably should make one of those calls right now, so bear with me on the CTAF deal. Sky Acres traffic. Cessna November 11816 is 5 miles south of the field, 2,800. Can enter a left-hand pattern. Excuse me, we're going to enter left base runway 35, Sky Acres. Man, it's really hard to
November 89er automated weather observation 2100 Zulu. Wind 277 at 4. Visibility 9er.
November 9er 8.
Airport. Temperature.
Boyne City. Now that's saying Boyne City, Michigan. Why would that even be?
Weather observation 2100 Zulu. Wind 277 at 4. Visibility.
That's got to be a Flight Sim 2024 glitch.
14,100 feet broken. Temperature 28 dew point. 20C altimeter 2984. November 89er automated weather observation 2100 Zulu. Wind 277 at 4. Visibility 9er.
Oh, we're getting a little rainbow. Nice. Double rainbow, baby. Oh, there's Poughkeepsie. Okay, time to start the descent. Alright, so we're obviously not going to be able to jump right into the left base. So I think we're going to overfly and let's actually get east of the field and we'll teardrop to the left downwind. Alright. I'm sorry guys, I can't keep listening to that. If you're on the ground at Sky Acres, I apologize. We're coming in Nordo. That was driving me nuts. At least the voice is nice, yeah, something like that. Johnny Two Speeds, hello, welcome. Okay, let's try to find the airport here. We're getting into rain all over the place. We may have to go back to Poughkeepsie. We might have to shoot a freaking instrument approach. That's a whole other deal. All right, 1.2 miles from the VOR, and then the airport is just past the VOR. So, are we still tracking towards? Yes, we are. So we're not quite there yet. The weather is just absolutely swallowing us up a little bit here, you guys. I don't know what to say. I guess it happens. So 3.5. Let me set this over to 3.5 so we kind of have a rough idea of the runway we're looking for. Maybe we can't jump into a left base here. I just don't feel like I can see the airport well enough to do that. Yeah, I don't see it yet. Don't see it yet. We'll go down to 1700. That's pattern altitude. We really should stay at 2200 if we're going to fly over. We're in flaps range. Let's just level out here and let's just see what we see. We are obviously left of our VOR, which is okay. That should put us right over the airport. Goodness, where the heck? I don't even see it, you guys. Is that it? Gosh dang. We may have to go back to Poughkeepsie. Okay, we've just flown past the VOR, so we might be literally right on top of the airport, which is makes it tough to spot. Sky Acres traffic, Cessna 11816. We're going to be doing a left 360. We're looking for the field. We are currently at 1,800. I believe we may be right over the top. Sky Acres traffic. Alright, so let's just do a little 360. Let's see if we can see anything here. I do see, well, there's a lake just north of the field. I don't know if that's the lake. We'll put the field back there if it is. And this might be tough to find. Anybody see Sky Acres? Okay, there's a road. That road is east of the field, so that would tell me that the field's over here somewhere. Alright, let's just keep coming around. There's lots of roads. There's like a big 2-lane or divided highway. I don't know if that's it, honestly. There's all kinds of little smaller roads. How far? We're 3 miles north of the VOR right now. It may be too far. The weather is just closing in on us. We don't have all day. We got to find this place and get down. We might be landing in some farmer's field. Boy, for the life of me, I am not seeing it. This is turning into one of Slant Alpha's river runs here, isn't it? Okay. Just about. Okay, so it's on a 070 off of the Poughkeepsie VOR. So here's what I'm going to do. Or the Kingston VOR. So let's go 070. We're going to use our radio to help us out here, guys. 070. And I am going to track. I'm going to track like northbound here until I intercept that radio. And then what that's going to hopefully do is once we, oh, there we go, here comes the radial. Once we get on the radial, then we can just turn. We can either head a 070 outbound, or we can head back in on a 230. I'm going to say we need to head back in on a 230. And we'll just track this VOR because we're already almost 4.5 miles away, which I think is too far. So let's turn back inbound and let's travel, sorry, not 250. Let's turn back in, upsie, too far. Oh man, right into the heart of the storm. Shoot, we may not even make it back to Poughkeepsie at this rate. Alright, so there's 250. We are slightly left of course, which is good. Or sorry, slightly right of course, which is good. Tim Dog, how are you, man? Good to see you, dude. This is not smart. Built into the hillside. Yeah. All right. We're gonna have to do this. We're gonna have to modify our plans. We're getting swallowed up by weather. So let's turn outbound 070. At least we know we have some cleaner weather that way. And then I'm going to have to start thinking about another place to divert to. there's 070. Weather looks horrible that way as well, but at least we kind of have a little bit of clear sky out there. All right, what else do I have here? We have Windsor Lock, Bradley. Got Bradley. What I want is a freaking place I can set a VOR to, because I almost feel like I'm gonna have to. Oh, wait a second. What do we got? Oh, hold on. What do we got? What do we got? We got an airport. I have no idea if that's our airport. It is a paved airport. All right, cool. It's 3.5 and 1.7 and 3.5. Do I see a 1.7? This might be us, guys. Sky Acres traffic. Cessna 11816 is entering a left downwind runway 3.5. Sky Acres traffic. Oh boy. I don't know if this is Sky Acres or not, but it's kind of lined up on our path and single runway, and we're kind of out of options. So we're gonna get down there and ask the mechanic if we're in the right spot, and then we got to figure out what we're doing. I wanted to go back to Bayport, but man, I don't know. I'm not sure how we're gonna. We may have to do it without doing the transition. Mike, you're saying that's it? Okay, cool. Tim Dog, I'm doing pretty well. We just had a really cool flight up the SFRA Northbound, and things were going good until the weather moved in on us. Sky Acres traffic. Cessna 11816 is left base to final runway 35, Sky Acres. Funky Hill Taxiway Aviator saying, all right. I'm just totally guessing here. I feel like I'm too high. We're just gonna come around and see how close we are. Oh yeah, we're actually not half bad. 2 and 2. We overshot it just a little bit. We're slow. Hugo 23. How are you? Oh boy. We are unstable as they get. Holy moly. Kind of fast. We're going to float all the way to Vermont here. Right, we're down. Welcome, we think, to Sky Acres.
Good job.
Thank you. That was becoming a little bit of a pucker factor there. All right, I'm gonna have to do something though while we're on the ground. Here's what I want to know. While I'm on the ground here at Sky Acres, are you interested? I guess it doesn't make much sense to jump into X-Plane because we're not going to do the SFRA. Yeah, so forget about it. We will just take a quick break. I'll go get my dogs their lunch, and then I'll be back, and we'll figure out how we're going to get back down to Bayport. Yeah, and I'll show you what's kind of saved my bacon here a little bit. Sectional charts in hand, the paper ones, yeah. Yep, and that's what I was essentially looking at, was the Sky Vector stuff here. I'll show you what I was able to do here, which again kind of saved my butt a little bit. Okay, this looks like a good enough place to park. Somebody might be up actually getting dinner going right now, so that might save us a little bit. I'm gonna go check though. But yeah, stick around, and we will figure out how we're going to get back to Bayport here in just a sec. Okay, set the parking brake. We will turn stuff off. And kill the power. Sorry, kill the mixture. Kill the power. Kill the mags. All right, so give me just a second, you guys. I'll be right back. And no, I didn't forget to get my flaps up. You forgot to get your flaps up. So, yeah, I'll be right back.
Anybody at Bayport wants to run over to Brookhaven to get some fuel and come back, I'm gonna probably go do that. Dang, there's even a Sky Acres scenery here. We could have hit. Oh well. We'll leave that pulled up for later on. All right, so here's what we're going to plan our trip back here, but let me show you what saved my bacon on this route. So we were tracking the Kingston VOR to try to get us to Hudson Valley, Poughkeepsie, essentially. And then we decided to go to Sky Acres, and we got lost somewhere in here. But here's what I noticed. You guys maybe saw this already if you were looking at the sectional. So off of the Kingston VOR, if I track a 070 over here to the Pauling VOR, but the thing is it goes right over the top of Sky Acres. So that is where I got my heading. We flew at 250 for a little while. It got too rainy. Thankfully it got rainy because we turned around, and as we were going back, that's when we saw this. So that right there saved our bacon. Now, all of this flight plan, all this beautiful flight plan I built has got to go out the window because we're not doing the southbound transition. We're going to go from 44 November back to 23 November. So here you go. Here is an example of VFR flight planning. And for those of you that are kind of freaked out about doing it on the network, then I'm going to show you just a little example. It's really not all that difficult. My microphone is really quiet, isn't it? Can you guys hear me okay? I don't know why my microphone is so quiet. I feel like I'm yelling. All right, it's okay. All right, now it's maybe too loud. It was Dutchess County for a while, TSAC is saying. Interesting. Okay, so first things first, could I fly it direct? Well, yeah, you could. There's nothing here that says you can't. You would just have to be mindful of things like the dashed blue line. That's called the class Delta, and this little 30 means we'd have to be above 3,000 feet in order to cross this and not be in their airspace. So what could we do? Well, we could do that. We could climb to, we're going to be eastbound. We could climb to 3,500, and we'd probably be safe from that airspace. Here's another class Delta. We're not going to hit that. That's Bridgeport. We're going to miss it. And then this is Long Island MacArthur. So Long Island, you might notice they have kind of this outer sort of border with a 41 and a 15. So that means anything from 1,500 up to 4,100 means you're in this airspace. So if you want to stay out of it, you got to be above 4,100 or below 1,500. Well, I don't want to be below 1,500 because once I get to the inner ring, you'll notice that the airspace is basically everything from the surface up to 4,100. So we could fly this bad boy direct, and it looks to me like if we just stayed above 5,500, because if we're eastbound, you have to use odd altitudes and you have to add 500 feet. So 5,500 would get us direct, and it would also allow us to not get into anybody's airspace. We're not busting anybody's airspace. Then the other thing, the last thing you need to look at, you see these big blue numbers, 2,000 or 212014. That's elevation, and that's the minimum safe elevation that you have to fly. So that means that you have to be at 2,100 or above in this area. This it's hard to see, but you got these little dashed little slices of pie. So that'll keep you safe from all the elevation. So the highest I see really is that 2,100. There's a 2,000. There's a 1,400. So yeah, 5,500 direct would get us there, and I would be all right. And then what we could do is we would fly. So to do this right, you would come out to here, to somewhere on Fire Island. Maybe we could come down to Pilgrim, or sorry, what is this VOR? Republic, Deer Park VOR. Maybe we'd come down to Deer Park, and then we could come out here to Fire Island. Oh, there's the Captree Bridge. That would be a really good, that little flag there, that means it's a VFR waypoint. So we're going to go ahead and just plan that GPS point. Anyway, then we could come up Fire Island. I'm just estimating to about right here, and then we have to come in. We follow the little canal, the little river. In, we turn before the highway, and we land south. I think that looks like a pretty good flight plan. That's one we can do, and that would be just fine. All right, now, what's the main problem with what I'm proposing here, class? Well, the main problem is we're not in VFR conditions. We are in IFR conditions. So to fly this IFR, we would have to actually call up and get clearance from one of our lovely approach controllers. And where's my Elevatex? Let me get that on here. So what does Elevate X say we have? Where are we, by the way? We came clear up. Oh yeah, we did a little wandering around, didn't we? We were in the general area. Here's why didn't we see it? Well, we were too soon. Then we just kind of got lost, and we got rainy. We got back, we found it, we got into a pattern, and did okay. All right, so who would be controlling us right now? It looks to me like this is now Boston. Boston Center would be who we would contact for an IFR flight plan out of Sky Acres. So we're going to do that. Why not? Because then we can just fly down towards Long Island, and as soon as the weather gets bad, we can cancel the IFR and go VFR. Yeah, I think that's good. So that means 5,000 feet would be what we could file. All right, sweet. Guys following me? Okay, so now here's what we're going to do. We're going to click the flight plan button on our vPilot client, and that's going to open up this VATSIM window, and we're going to put in our information here. So we're November 11816. We are going to file IFR. We are Cessna 150. We are lightweight category. We are slant alpha. And we'll teach you about all this too. What's the difference between alpha and Lima and all that good stuff. We won't worry about a transponder. And we're going to go ahead and put in our departure, which is 44 November, Sky Acres. And when are we off the block? Well, right now the time is 22:12. So I'm going to say we're out of here in the next 20 minutes. So let's say 22:30 off the block. We're going to request 5,000 feet. We're going to do a whopping 90 knots. 23 November is where we're heading. And if we have to go to an alternate, it'll just probably be Long Island, because Long Island has instrument approaches. How long is it going to take us? SkyVector tells me it's about a 53-minute flight. And we're going to make sure we get a little bit of extra fuel on board. We're going to take 3 hours worth of fuel. And then this is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be just going Deer Park and direct. So we put the DPK in there. There's no departures, no arrivals, and we're just rocking and rolling. Now I'm also going to put in here Virtual USA Flying Club, and we're going to file that. Time must be entered in 0053. File. Flight plan's filed. All right, so that gives our controller a chance to kind of take a peek at what we're doing. Where's my cursor? And oh yeah, literally all of the New York guys have just logged off, so they're tired. They've done a fantastic job. And we're going to tune in Boston, and we're going to get our IFR clearance out of Deer Park. Sky Acres. Why did I say Deer Park? Oh, Deer Park's the VOR. All right, back in the flight deck. Let's do the things here. Hey, we got a follow from Falu. Hello. Thanks for hopping in, man. Good to see you. Or sir, or madame, as the case may be. I always default to guys, but welcome in. Don't really know what the barrow is just yet, so we'll take care of that here in just a second. And I do think I'm going to go ahead. I always worry about running the battery down on this. You'd probably be all right.
Gentlemen, I have to step away from my computer for a little while. I will return, though, at some point, probably like 10-15 minutes.
Later. Okay, did I turn the fuel off? I did not. All right, so one thing I want to do before we do anything else here is let's take on a little bit of extra fuel. Yeah, we burned quite a bit. Let's get back up to where we were. 7 gallons on each side. I think that's plenty of... that'd get us at least 3 hours. Mergen, You just know you're going to mess up your traffic calls? Nah. We'll talk about that. What Merga's talking about is there's a specific procedure for getting into Bayport, and it's just like we did with the transition. There's reporting points along the way, and so that's going to be important for us to do. But nah, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. At the end of the day, it's all the same, right? Where are you at? Just what's your intentions? And yeah, as long as you don't cross the Sunrise Highway, you'll be fine. All right, so fuel, we're good there. Prop area is clear. Full rich crackage of the throttle. Boom, boom, boom. We're rolling at least 1,000 RPMs. So we're charging that battery. And okay, I am going to start to need some panel lighting here though, aren't I? Maybe I got all that stuff already turned up. Okay, I must. Okay, let's see if Boston is wanting to talk to us.
American Canada 721 Platform 370.
And American 1, United 106, sorry, you can ignore that.
Okay. And that is one of 2 frequencies. We're going to just do a cold call here. The other is 2375, and I honestly wish I knew a way to tell you which one covered what area, but
American 2126 descending via the Roebuck pre-arrival runway 27, the Boston altimeter is 2979er.
fly the plane, fly the plane, fly the plane, American. You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
2126. American 2126,
I just got a warning
at Roebuck
X-Plane 12 saying that my
280 until Roebuck, American
not
2126.
rendered correctly because I don't have a third-party installation. Will I still be able to make it in, or what's it
Yeah, it's probably just got a little scenery element or something that needs to be updated, but no, you should be fine. If nothing else, it'll show the default airport.
3154, clear direct Roebuck.
Okay.
Yeah,
Roebuck, it's some file called Cami DeBellis CDB needs to be installed.
Yeah, so that means you need the CDB library. So yeah, you'll be fine. That's a couple of cars and maybe a hangar or something. You'll be fine.
Alright, thank you. It appears that I have to go in this thing truly VFR if I want to hit this airport.
2307.
Yeah.
280 Nonsen at Roebuck, resume public speed.
Yeah, there's no other option.
Thanks.
This guy is so busy.
United 106, contact Boston.
I don't know if we're going to be able to talk to this guy.
1903 Boston Center, climb and maintain, level 230.
I don't even know who to talk to. Hey, Ginger Gal, welcome.
Climb and maintain, level 340.
Welcome, welcome.
Captain 34, American 10-9. Speedbird 5 Alpha.
This may be impossible for us to get a clearance.
Descend to maintain, level 190.
Kind of lost.
Yeah, no worries there. No worries. It's just one of those things where you just got to pick up the different libraries, and over time you get them all.
1196, descend via J Front to arrival, runway 27, Boston altimeter 2979er.
Descend via J Frontier arrival.
I'm going to give just a minute here, and if we can't get a check-in, then I'm going to bend the rules slightly by just departing and pretending we got IFR clearance.
Delta 1798, Boston Center, climb and maintain, level 230.
230, Delta 1748.
Seabird 5 Alpha X-ray, expect to resume the arrival at crank.
All right.
Okay, let's expect to resume at ground close Seabird 5 Alpha X-ray. Delta 411, reduce speed to 250.
So we're going to pretend that we contacted Boston Center and we got a clearance. And yeah, I just don't think we're going to get a word in edgewise. Boston Center, November 11816.
On course approved, runway 20, clear for takeoff. Have a great flight. Center, United 135, requesting a hold at Rossi.
United 135, do you need that just for altitude?
Negative, it's just waiting for ground crew.
Okay, no problem. South or United 135.
Yeah, I'm not going to make you guys wait.
Probably 15, 20 minutes back.
If we were doing this IRL, you actually would have the ability to, you would be able to make a telephone call. You'd be able to do this via the computer. You wouldn't have to wait on necessarily the radio traffic. So we're slightly bending the rules here, waiting for ground crew. I know, right?
Our director Rossi will hold on
love
the
it.
102 inbound radio
love
and
it.
further 23000 United 135.
So anyway, just understand that's kind of like it's a slight bend of the rule that we're doing here, but hopefully you guys will
Actually,
forgive me.
135, also just make that left-hand turn, please.
Left-hand turn, United 135.
Seabird 5 Alpha X-ray, descend and maintain 15,000, steward altimeter
All right, I'm going to
294.
update this as well. One more thing here.
Seabird 5 Alpha X-ray, maintain 15,000, the
We're
altimeter
at 44 November.
294.
We're down to Deer Park, DPK, and then we're 23 November. All right, awesome. And again, I don't feel so bad about bending these rules because we're going to ultimately cancel. We're going to cancel IFR anyway, so we're just going to simulate that, okay?
Delta 1016.
Yeah, Sleazy.
Change groups, yeah.
We are a little IFR out of here. We're going to climb to 5,000. We're going to head
You're welcome, Cafe 843.
southbound.
Montreal, offline for
We are
change
going
groups,
to
Delta
we're going to brief the arrival into Bayport, and
United 1903, climb and maintain level 360.
yeah, hopefully we'll be able to get into Bayport because this weather is kind of moving that way. But
Foxtrot, radar contact at 700, maintain the VFR.
should be hurricane chasing, yeah.
Bridgeport altimeter
I don't have an aircraft really to do that with.
We'll maintain VFR 3 Papa Foxtrot.
Those guys that do that,
Lufthansa 146, maintain
the weather guys that go up and fly into those suckers, man, they're
well, you know what?
they I don't know how they fit in their seat, man. A couple of big brass cojones to fit in there too. All right, everything's set here. We are going to be initially 173. So let's get that spun around here. 173
Speedbird 5 Alpha X-ray
is roughly boom boom boom. Deer
Deer
Park is 17.7. I'm gonna set that. There's no way we're picking that up just yet. We're still quite a ways out. Yep, but once we do pick that up,
Southwest 234 Cleveland
that is also going to be
change approved. Take care.
on a 177
Southwest 234.
heading.
Speedbird 5 Alpha X-ray, descend and
And
maintain 12,000.
yeah, up to 5,000. That's set. The altimeter. I think we're okay. We were
Delta
the.
2896 Boston Center, climb and maintain.
Let's see. The elevation here at Sky Acres is 700 feet. Yeah, so maybe we're a little high. Spin that down.
133.45. Have a good flight.
What are we saying here? About 2981.
133.45. Session 3 Papa Foxtrot. Good night, sir.
Let's set that in both of those. That'll be close enough. Excellent. And then let's make sure that our gyro hasn't drifted here. So we're about 185 there. Oh yeah, a little bit of gyro driftage. 185. All right, that'll work. Beautiful. So we're going to depart. It'd be a left-hand departure downwind, I should say. Left-hand downwind departure to the south. Sky Acres traffic, Cessna 11816 is departing runway 35. Will be left-hand downwind departure southbound. Sky Acres. Here we go.
Departure approved. Runway 33 clear for takeoff.
Thanks for coming in, you guys.
Downwind departure approved. Runway 33 clear for
It's the
takeoff.
Virtual USA Flying Club 6th anniversary.
And what did I miss there?
And our beautiful VFR day has turned IFR. So we are practicing both, which is kind of cool.
Seabird 5 Alpha X-ray, turn right, direct crank,
Get
resume
lined
the
up.
arrival.
Whoops, easy,
Okay,
easy.
crank, resuming the
I
arrival.
want to get
Seabird 5 Alpha X-ray.
pitot heat strobe. I want to get all the lights on.
Maintain 7,000.
We got flaps 10 set. All right, let's do it.
Lufthansa 146, contact Newark approach 128.55.
Boy, we're not making... Our power is not good.
Lufthansa 146, contacting 128.55.
Let's add some carb heat.
Shamrock 10, Mike Whiskey, Boston Center, Roger. Delta 28.
Here's airspeed.
Climb and maintain.
50
360.
and rotate. There's our power coming back in. Probably fouled the plugs by letting it idle on full mix or full rich.
Lindbergh 4484 Boston Center.
All right, away we go into the muckety muck here.
7250.
Need to climb to 2,100 to be clear of everything. And I don't want to be crazy climbing. Like I take 500 feet a minute. That would be nice.
Spirit Wings 1196, contact Boston approach 133.0.
There we go. We're just holding heading here just to get clear of everything. You can see we have a little bit of terrain in front of us. This is a little nerve-wracking, I'll be honest with you.
Seabird 5 Alpha X-ray, cross crank.
Boy, we're really, must be some winds because we're really kind of all over the place as we're pitching here.
Crank at maintaining
But we're climbing nicely.
2984, Seabird 5 Alpha X-ray.
And yeah, we're clear of all the terrain, so let's go ahead and start to make our turn.
Delta 1700 Boston Center, climb and maintain, level 230.
Skyacres traffic, Cessna 11816 is turning left crosswind 35, Skyacres.
Lindbergh 4484, squawk 7250.
That will work. Let's get level again. Let's just get our airspeed back up.
November 3 Mike Bravo, radar
really
contact
slow.
at 1,500, maintain VFR.
Not a very coordinated
maintain
turn
VFR
there.
for
Drop
November
the
3
nose a
Bravo.
little bit here. We're almost to safe altitude though. 2,100, remember, is safe altitude. So we're just about there. There's nothing north of the field that's higher than 2,000. So,
Sorry.
good. All right, let's make our turn here and let's get out of here.
Actual thing for
Skyacres traffic. Cessna 11816 is turning
Lindbergh
left
is
downwind, departing the area southbound.
And Lindbergh 4484, you squawk
Skyacres
7250, please.
Oops, I went a little too far there.
We're squawking 7.
Oh, super slow. Don't do that. Let's just level out for a second. I don't want to descend. No, sir. Thank you.
You're good. You can squawk 7.
I'm really over controlling the aircraft right now, aren't I,
Let me know
guys?
if I can help in any way.
Settle in here. Let it settle in. There we go. That's better.
Charlie, level 14,000.
Airspeed is still a bit
Charlie,
low.
Boston Center, climb and maintain 16,000.
Like a little bit more here. We'll clean up some flaps. Make it a little more airspeed.
16,000, 312 Whiskey Charlie.
Rouge 221, contact Newark approach 128.55.
Okay, we're doing okay now.
3855, insist on Rouge 221.
Goodbye.
What do you think of the scenery, you guys? Yeah, you got to really trust your charts and your instruments, don't you, Mariner? This would be really, really spooky to fly in real life, though. I mean, let's be honest. If this was real life, you wouldn't be flying your Cessna 150.
Cessna 7,
You'd be enjoying your second cup of coffee and your piece of pie in the FBO. We're just doing this for entertainment purposes. All right, I'm gonna get some help here.
November 8, Papa Victor.
Heading mode. 500 feet a minute, I think, is fine. We're doing. You know what? I'm gonna clean the flaps up here as well.
33, taxi via Charlie.
We're doing good there. We are vertical speed, and I want to arm this altitude.
Runington altimeter 300.
Okay, we are armed. And then I want to go back here. I want to check my vertical speed. Let's go let's go 400 and just let the airspeed creep up a little bit here. Still not picking up the Deer Park, but we're more or less on course, and we're safe from all altitude or all elevation, all terrain.
Thank you very much.
So it's just a matter of us
100, vector for your descent.
Sticking with it. Hopefully things will clear up as we get a little further south. If not, then we have the Islip, Long Island, MacArthur Airport that we can divert to. It is showing VFR conditions when we get down there around Long Island, though. But windy, 210 at 9, gusting 18.
Level 320 to 1700.
JetBlue 2033
So we'll see.
Climb and maintain
We will see.
230.
We will see.
Delta 1700, clear direct gone.
Direct gone.
Me too, Sleazy. Me too, buddy.
Delta 1432 Boston Center, climb and maintain level 230.
I got a mom bot, man. She doesn't put up with any shenanigans, young man. But you're right. Hey, Mike. Right? Beautiful VFR weather here in northern New York, upstate New York.
Negative Delta 2222, climb and maintain level 230, 23 actually, level 230.
Feels like it's trying to lighten up a little bit over there, though. I think we'll be all right here in just a few.
Delta 14
Punch through this madness and we'll be okay.
Level 230.
Haven't done IFR in this plane maybe ever, and I certainly haven't done an IFR or cancel IFR midway flight in a long time either, but that's exactly what we would do here.
WestJet 232 Boston Center, climb and maintain.
1,000 to go. Just
welcome.
about there, and it does look like we're clearing, so that's cool. Life is good.
United 121.
We're actually up high enough we can lean out a
United
little bit.
121 Boston Center.
But we'll wait till we level off here, and then we'll do that. There we go. Yeah, that's the ugliness. That's a little better. And we get a free airplane wash at the same time.
Lima, Boston Center, climb and maintain 16,000. The Bradley altimeter 2988.
One moment, Sleazy, and you will get what you request.
Seabird 5 Alpha X-ray, contact Newark approach 128.55.
Gotta find it. I don't have it set up. Whoops. I don't have it set up as an automatic command yet.
Thank you. Have a good night.
But I do have it over here. We can just do a little.
Hudson, good evening, United 121 Heaviest with you, flight level 380, smooth ride.
Oh, maybe I don't have it there. Okay, stand by.
Departure 19, center.
I got to go back and pull it off of Suno here.
United 121 Boston Center, Roger. November 3 Mike Bravo, contact Boston Center 133.45. You have a good night.
Alright, where do I have it? That's a good question.
November 3 Mike Bravo, contact Boston Center on 133.45.
Over to Boston Center on 133.45 for Comanche 683 Mike Bravo.
There's Moose. Sweet.
Thanks, Mike. Have a good night.
You as well.
Delta 2222, climb and maintain, level 360.
Level 360, Delta 2222.
Air France 348, Boston Center.
I've forgotten where I put it.
Thank you.
Alright, we'll find it.
Departure Edition 819 Lima, any chance for flight level 320?
Unfortunately, not tonight. Lindbergh 4484, turn left, heading 330.
Alright, here we go. Yep, that was Moose. Alright, enjoy the Cody song.
United 3315 New York Center is closed. Frequency change approved. Have a good one.
Have a good one. See ya.
Ray Papa Victor westbound departure is approved. Runway 33 clear for takeoff. There were 8 Papa Victor report leaving to Charlie westbound. United 121, cross Hannah at a maintain, flight level 240.
Hannah at maintain, flight level 240, United 121.
WestJet 232, squawk 5574. Jet Blue 2033, climb and maintain, flight level 340. WestJet 232, squawk 5574. Lindbergh 4484, clear direct crank, cross it, at a maintain 7000.
Clear crank, cross at maintain 7000.
Here we go.
Good
choice, Team Dog.
FedEx 21, Boston Center, Roger.
Oh, TSAC. My apologies, sir. Thought I had them all on. Oh, I do have them on. Uh-oh.
Delta 1432, climb and maintain, flight level 360.
360, 1432.
Cody, my co-pilot, my star in the sky.
Wonder if we lost a... Don't have nav lights, though.
Charlie, clear direct crank.
Oh, we have that. Yeah, we do, I guess.
Clear direct crank and we'll maintain 16,000.
Guiding my streams with his box so bright.
Boston Center 1903.
Here we go, guys.
United 1903, frequency change approved. Have a good one.
Alright, this is approved. Please speak. Can I contact
Delta 411, I was waiting for them to take the handoff. Contact Newark approach 128.55.
United 2019, 157, climbing flight level 350.
United 2019, Boston Center, Roger.
Thank you for the request, Sleazy. Never gets old, baby.
November 8, Papa Victor, frequency change approved. Take care.
Boston Center, United 2597, direct.
By the way, Cody the Brave is currently sawing some serious logs next to me. All right, I got to get that sucker downloaded and set up here.
Boston Center, climb and maintain level 230.
I'm embarrassed I don't have it set up yet to be an automatic command. We're doing that right now. We're fixing that right now.
Air France 348, Boston Center.
Because that needs to be a command. All right, let's see. Get that guy here. Moved over to here.
Yes, okay, okay. And then...
Lufthansa 413, climb and maintain flight level 390.
Lufthansa 413 Heavy, climb 390.
Then we can go...
November 2 Whiskey Charlie, cross crank at a maintain 7000, steward altimeter 29084.
Oh, I know why I didn't have this set up, because I was going to attempt to do...
Altimeter 29084,
for a second here. Okay.
Shamrock 10 Mike Whiskey, cross Hannah at a maintain level 240.
Okay, hang on for a second here.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Russell Center, hello, Papa
Can hear you.
Sierra, no Delta Romeo, King 14,000.
Papa Sierra Romeo, Delta Romeo, Boston Center, climb and maintain 16,000. The Bradley altimeter.
Doing good, 113 Papa Foxtrot here.
Climb with 16,000,
Just
2982.
outside of the Madison VOR. I should be there in about 20 to 25 minutes. Looking forward to it. It's my first one, so so far so good.
Excellent. Welcome to the fly-in.
All right, that is now set up so we can do that better. I know I've only got that as a one redeem per stream deal, but well worth it, hopefully. And man, how good does that livery look, by the way? Polished.
Weather's real fun to the west.
WestJet 232.
Would not quite be able to cancel VFR just yet. Hey, guess what? We're picking up Deer Park.
Yeah, I'm currently trying to dodge around.
I am going to go here, and I'm going to go to nav, and we're just going to fly this.
It looks like they're moving south
inbound
enough to
radio.
hopefully avoid Bayport, but coming from the west might be a bit of a chore.
But we're close, right? Isn't it 152? Isn't that the rule?
South, try
so you got 1 mile of visibility below, 500 above, and 2. Is that what it is? 2 on each side. I'm trying to remember what the 152 rule is, but I don't think we're quite completely visual just yet. All right, now I want to go back. I was going to pull up the briefing to how to get into Bayport. Let me go see if I can find that sucker head here, because I always forget. There's some reporting points, and
United 121, comply with your previous restriction, and then descend to maintain 16,000. The Albany altimeter 29087.
Okay, with the previous restriction, and then descend to maintain 16,000 and 29087.
Take that correct.
So let's see if I can find it. I don't always forget where to find it too. So.
Thought that I crashed into another plane, so we're getting back on track now.
Okay, sounds good. No traffic for me here, so you're all set from my perspective.
This doesn't have it. I'm thinking maybe it's in the video.
I love how you have some floating embers there, Patrick. You're gonna have to change your basic model match to like a Caravan or a 172 or something.
Oh yeah, that's something I could do also.
Lindbergh 4484, contact Newark approach 128.55.
Orbiter approach 128.55.
Alright. We'll have to mess with that later on. Alright, well then let me see if I remember how to do this. Hopefully JPC is listening in the background and he can correct me
if I am wrong. So the first thing we do when we get down here to Fire Island is we have to report that. And again, we want to be, we need to be down like, well, below 1500 for sure, but down basically at below 700. So we're going to get down as far as we can here. But we report Fire Island. We have to listen for other traffic as well, because we don't get to turn in towards, this is the marina, we don't get to turn into the marina until we until the person in front of us is turning basically right base to runway 18. So excuse me. So that's so we can go in one at a time. So sometimes you have to kind of hold out here while people are coming in. But once we turn inbound, then we report the marina. Then we report the basically report turning base to final, and then that helps people sequence here as well. Oh, make it sunset. All right, buddy, you got it. JPC, does that sound basically correct?
Originally, maintain level 250.
All right, it's almost
Boston
sunset.
Center, hello, JetBlue. Takes with you.
Yeah, I'm gonna do this time custom. Okay, I gotta go just a little bit more. It is almost sunset. Okay. Oh, no problem. And I have to leave it a little bit light, sleazy, because we are daytime only. So the calls are.
United 2019.
The calls are to report over Fire Island, and then you're able to turn inbound to the marina when you hear the next.
Yeah, we're going down 250.
Whoever's in front of you has to be turning base, right?
Center
not Fire Island. Okay.
1596.
Inner shoreline.
United 2019.
Oh gosh, this is inner shoreline. Sorry. No, so you don't make a call at Fire Island. You make a call at the shoreline.
779.
All right. So shoreline and then base to final. Those are the two
Yeah,
places where you call, right? Just when you hit the marina. Okay, so we'll hang out here at Fire Island. We'll make sure that no one's in front of us. If someone's in front of us, we're going to wait till they make the call at the inner shoreline. And then when they make the call at the inner shoreline, we can head in.
Just to the east of Brooklyn.
And then they make the call on the base.
Of where?
And then clear the runway. Okay, cool. Nice. Awesome. We will do that.
Just about to reach the coast near Hartford. Yeah, JetBlue 1596, contact Boston Center on 133.45, 3345. Let them know where you are, and they'll pick you up at 510 frequency.
Right, yeah, we just got that. We just got a message from them. All right, off to 12345, JetBlue 1596.
Oh, I'm just got a beepity. It's Moose. He's just a little north of us and east. So, very cool. So, I don't know if we'll see him, but over there somewhere. God, I love the clouds. Holy moly. Yep. It does, right? Like, it's just like, holy moly. So, Sleazy wants a little sunset action. And I'm trying to kind of give him that, but wow, that looks really nice. That cloud, like right there. You don't know how long we've waited for that big freaking cumulonimbus just absolutely blowing up. That's nicely done. And both sims are really doing a nice job with that. The next X-Plane update is supposed to address that a little bit as well. So.
Mike Whiskey, you're unreadable there. Maintain level 240.
Right. I'm going to try to.
Yeah, no, the instruction was to
try to
level 240. We would never give you an instruction to not do something until
change
a point.
my.
Was the instruction.
So here's why you saw the Embraer. Forgive me, guys. Here's why you saw the Embraer. My model matching.
United
my
2019 clear
default is the Asobo passive aircraft E190. I want to change that, but I don't know how to make it
just want to make it Cessna 172. If I do that, though, it tells me it's not right.
Cross.
So what do I have to put there, guys? Does anybody know? What do I have to put there?
It's pressure on.
It's funny, I have never streamed myself ever.
You got it?
You can tell me what exactly I have to put there.
Yeah, so 2455 if you at 14,000.
Passive aircraft, maybe C 172 there.
Climb and maintain 16,000. Bradley altimeter 2982.
16982, United 2455.
Number 9 Lima Lima cross crank out of maintain.
I just have to have the right
altimeter 2981.
name there. Does anybody know? Again, somebody tell me, how do I do that? I don't know, and it doesn't. The documentation for V-Pilot is not real clear in this regard.
Swiss 19, climb and maintain flight level 370.
172 SP is one that I
November
don't
2
have.
Whiskey Charlie, contact Newark approach 128.55.
You can't get it to work in 24. No, Mariner.
United 2597, climb and maintain flight level 400.
That's what we're in right now, sir. So I know it's doable. And all I have is simply that WB sim just put in with my other aircraft. I'm using the add-on linker, but it's just kind of in the community folder there. There's really nothing else that you have to do to set it up. All right, so if anyone can tell me what I need to put there to make my non-model matched airplanes look like a Skyhawk instead of an Embraer, please let me know. I would love to have something a little more GA friendly.
2033, New York Center is closed. Frequency change approved.
Frequency change approved, JetBlue 2033.
Southwest, I'm sorry, United 135?
Yes, sir, we're ready to exit the whole thing.
United 135, clear to Manchester Airport via the Rossi 2 arrival, descend to maintain 6,000.
Clear to Manchester via the Rossi 2, down 6,000, United 135.
Remote.
Go ahead.
I kind of got disconnected, so I reconnected again, okay? I'm still checking with you.
Perfect, thanks, welcome back.
Boston, it's Airport Chicago 202 Alpha, climb 270.
Airport Chicago 202 Alpha, Boston Center, climb and maintain for level 2, correction, climb and maintain for level 350.
350, Airport Chicago 2.
I'm chugging a little bit here, you guys.
United 121, turn left heading 160, vector
I forgot
trail.
to lean out.
160, United 121.
United 779.
I'm not treating this engine very nicely. I've kind of just been running it flat out, wide open. So Moose is he's gonna try to shoot that SFRA. So
Load 250, 19 Lima.
maybe the weather is a little better over there than I'm thinking.
Romeo Delta Romeo, reduce speed to 250.
All right. Turn the carb heat off.
Papa Sierra Romeo Delta Romeo, reduce speed to 250.
Leaned out just a little bit here.
United 121, actually disregard. Papa Sierra Romeo Delta Romeo.
Let's lean, let's go, let's find the peak here. A Sobo, okay, there you go, Mariner. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
50 knots.
Thank you, thank you. Slanty bailed and he's heading back to Bayport. Man, it's nasty. I love the challenge though, right?
10 Mike Whiskey, descend to maintain level 200.
Nope, it didn't like that either, unfortunately. Dang.
Boston,
That's what you have for your model matching? Model matching.
United 121. I'm sorry, actually, it's for November 9er, Lima, Lima. November 9er, Lima, Lima. Start your descent now. Cross crank at 7.
Bummer. Okay, well, the struggle continues. We'll keep messing with that.
United 135, Cloud Island, runway 35 approach.
All right, well, I can see the shoreline. That's good. And then there's there's Fire Island.
Center, good evening.
And so I'm going to have to come off of, unfortunately.
7065.
Yeah, this just still tells me that it doesn't work. Oh, that was loud. I read you 1,000 by 5. 22.7. Sorry. So we're going to get that odd, weird CTAF thing again, or AWAS thing again. Hopefully not, but maybe we. All right. Good. Yeah. Good. And I would. Okay. At this point in time, I would say that we are good to cancel IFR. So what that means for us essentially is nothing. I mean, we would climb to 5,500 if we were playing by all the rules, but we're about to descend. And actually, we can go down because we're going to miss the Long Island. Nope. Well, gosh, we're right on the edge of it. Right on the edge of it. I want to head down though. I want to head down to 500 feet here. So let's do it. We're just going to gentle descend, not in a hurry. Pull back the power even a little bit here, and all right, we're going to be listening. Now I've turned up, by the way, I know why VPilot and why my microphone was so quiet. I had that setting turned way down, so hopefully we'll be able to hear people a little bit better now. And we're just going to listen to kind of try to get a sense of who is where on this approach. Why don't I have any radio light, panel lighting going on? Panel lights on. Maybe I do, maybe it's just not showing up yet. You always have to check because the like these things do pop, but instrument lights, yeah, oops, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, that was dumb. Back on the nav, we're heading down. What was our altitude we were hoping for? Yeah, 5,000 feet. I'm going to have to redo that, sorry. There we go, start heading down. We're on the VS, right? Down to 5, there we go. Alright, sounds good. Going over Deer Park is going to put us well west of the field. So we'll have plenty of time to grab Fire Island and kind of come back in. And Bayport's over here somewhere. It's not necessarily right there, but it's in that neck of the woods. We're looking for the marina. And then we're looking for the Sunrise Highway. We want to be nice and low and slow. Plenty of room. It always seems way shorter than it is. Plenty of room to set it down, especially with this aircraft. And just exit to the right. Essentially, we got a little group photo that we're getting ready to take, so that'll be cool. I do have an ad break coming up, but I think the ad break will be. I think it'll be fine to get it out of the way, and then we can just enjoy the arrival. Actually, you know what? I've got a snooze. I've got to use the snooze. So I heard one guy on the go-around. That's all I've heard so far. he will depart straight out to the south and basically just come back in to the marina. Follow the river coming in. We should be good to go. This is the basic idea, you guys. So we're right here. We're going to come over this marina, and then there's like a little, it's like a little river canal or something, and we just follow it right on in, and there's that little lake. That at the lake is kind of when you start to think about turning base to final. There's the highway kind of running through there. If you have to land to the north, you turn. There's a high school here. You turn at the high school, and you go that way. But yeah, we're taking the south approach today, so I'm excited about that. A sneeze coming here. Excuse me. Thank you very much, JPC. Thanks for everything, by the way, buddy. Thanks for 6 amazing years. And yeah, appreciate all your hard work. Appreciate your passion for aviation. And on a personal note, I appreciate everything you've done to help me kind of become a better sim pilot and get my stream set up and all that stuff. So, love you, brother. Wish you all the best, man. I got to get another event. I've got an idea for a September event there, JPC, so I'll get that sucker on the calendar here just as soon as I am able. Maybe even tonight, sit down and do that. But my pleasure. I have enjoyed it immensely. Again, if you're just getting here, we are in the middle, well, actually, we're kind of getting towards the tail end of the 6th anniversary of the Virtual USA Flying Club, and this is our annual fly-in, Bayport fly-in. If you are interested in learning more about how to fly general aviation on VATSIM, just type !VUSA, and that'll take you to our Discord channel. You do need to be a VATSIM member in order to be a member of the Virtual USA Flying Club, but that's it. You don't have to be from the US. You can be. We have members from all over the world. But we would love to have you as a part of our group. We're north of 800 members now. So we are proof that there are lots and lots of general aviation enthusiasts that are not just flight simmers, but now are flight simmers that like to fly on VATSIM. So 4 away from 900. Wow, that's so cool. All right, Kona confusion time, my friends. So let's do this. I think it's
Calverton traffic. Wacko 731 November Echo is 10 miles to the east, inbound to land runway 18. Currently at 1,500. Okay. Bayport.
Bayport. All right. So we're just going to keep coming
and
down
Bayport
here.
Traffic, Comanche 514 Delta Victor is just about over the inner shoreline at 600. It's going to enter the right downwind runway 18, Bayport.
There's our stupid weather observation thing again. Dang it. I think something's going on just with my sim here. Nobody else is getting
Bayport
that,
traffic,
right?
Wacko 731 November Echo is 10 miles to the east. I think I messed up that call and called Calverton. This is for Bayport.
Anybody else getting that by chance?
We forgive you.
Thanks a lot.
And I don't see it coming across my... All right. This is going to ruin your immersion, I know, but I've got to get that turned off. That is coming from my... That's coming from my... iRadio. I don't want that, so I want that off. Is that off or is that off? Is that on? Or what's on? What's off? I think this is... I'm going to turn that off and see if that... I'm going to see if that's off.
New York approach. Cessna November 1181.
Good Lord, that's worse. Somebody help me. So I don't want that. I don't want the AI. Okay. Oh, man, what else could it be, guys? What else could it be? Narration and audio? No. Enable screen narrator? I don't want that. I hate to do this because it just kills the immersion factor here, but I can't. Check general. Okay, so we've got nothing here. Language. Okay, no. Sound. No. Online. Air traffic off. Live weather. Oh, I had to turn that off because I changed the time. Nothing there. Wouldn't be anything with the camera. Flight model, no. Flight interference. Nothing there. Advanced options, maybe. No. Gosh, I don't know. Accessibility. That's kind of what I was... Narration and audio. None of those are turned on. That's driving me nuts. All right.
6 is type Cessna 152 from miles northwest of Kilo Alpha, Romeo Kilo 8, 1,500 feet.
And now the whole freaking ATC thing is turned on.
1816 New York approach. Squawk tree 10.
Oh my gosh, you guys. Where was that part at? Okay. We want... So this is turned off. AI communications, ATC and forward slide. That's off. I don't know. We'll do the best we can. And I'll figure it out when we get on the ground. Also changed my freaking frequency. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. So it's not coming through here. It's not coming through here at all. I am going to tune 22.7 because it took me off at 22.7.
Cessna 816, please acknowledge.
Oh, this is going to drive me nuts. Because I don't have... Alright. 22.7. Now we're on.
November 8-1 automated weather observation.
See? That's not coming across there. It's coming out of...
Visibility 10.
I guess I'd rather listen to her than the automatic ATC dudes.
Temperature treater C2.22, C altimeter 2984.
Never had this happen before, guys. I'm sorry.
Bayport traffic, Simon, Identify Shop Mike is midfield right down runway 18 Bayport.
207 at 5. Visibility 10. Sky conditions, ceiling 4,000.
Bayport traffic, Cessna 113 Papa Foxtrot is right down runway 18 Bayport.
November 8-1 automated weather observation 2300 Zulu. Wind 207 at 5. Visibility 10. Sky conditions, ceiling 4,000.
Bayport traffic, Wacko 731 November Echoes, 4 miles east along the shoreline, Bayport.
November 8-1 automated
Bayport traffic, Simon, Identify Shop Mike, turn final runway 18 Bayport, going to be a low approach.
Visibility 10. Sky conditions, ceiling 4,900 feet overcast.
Bayport traffic, Cessna 4277 Charlie is over the shoreline, inbound for runway 18 Bayport.
I can't be screwing around with this.
Wind 207 at 5. Visibility 10.
So this is where we come in, guys.
4,900 feet overcast.
And then we follow the river up here.
November 8-1 automated weather observation 2300 Zulu.
JPC, yeah, man. Just when you think you got it figured out. So I got to get down to 500 feet here so I'm legal. So I'm wanting to get into, wanting to get in here. So we'll come all the way out to Fire Island. We'll let everybody sort out here. Figure it out.
Visibility 10. Sky conditions, ceiling 4,900 feet overcast. Temperature, treater C2.22, C altimeter 2984. November 8-1 automated weather observation.
Bayport traffic, Waco 731 November Echo is 2 miles east of the marina, inbound for runway 18, Bayport.
Temperature 29 C2.22, C altimeter 2984.
Bayport traffic, Cessna 113 Papa Foxtrot, clear runway 18.
Wind 207 at 5. Visibility 10. Sky conditions, ceiling 4,900 feet.
Bayport traffic, Cessna 4277 Charlie, midfield downwind, runway 18, Bayport.
I turn that down because I think people can still hear me, and I can still
Bayport
hear
traffic,
them.
Waco 731 November Echo is turning north at the marina,
solution.
inbound 18, left downwind, Bayport.
Okay, so they're inbound.
Bayport traffic, Cessna 4277 Charlie, turning base, runway 18, Bayport.
So there's a guy on the shore, there's a guy turning base. So if I don't hear anybody else, we can turn inbound.
Bayport traffic, 7 Center, Foxtrot Lake, turning north towards the marina behind the Waco for 18, Bayport.
Alright, so he's coming in.
Bayport traffic, Cessna 4277 Charlie, turning final, runway 18, Bayport.
We're going to slow way down here. Bayport traffic, Cessna 11816, out at Fire Island, turning inbound to the shoreline. Okay, so we got a Waco that's getting ready to be on downwind. We have a go around traffic that's behind him.
Bayport traffic, Diamond Center, Foxtrot Mike, over the shoreline, runway 18, Bayport.
Okay, I gotta find my spot. It's over here. I think I might have passed it.
Bayport traffic, Cessna 4277 Charlie is clear, runway 18, taxi to parking.
That's I'm looking at.
Bayport traffic, Waco is in the left downwind, 18, Bayport.
Okay. Yeah, there's that the Robert Moses Bridge. We want to be on the other side of that. Okay, so someone's based to final. That's good. Someone just crossed.
Bayport traffic, short final, Waco, Bayport.
Just crossed the marina. We should be fine. We're slow. We're too high, though. We need to get down to 500. Yeah, JPC. When I saw that bridge, I saw I was definitely too far west.
Bayport traffic, Diamond Center, Foxtrot Mike, Diamond 18, Bayport.
We'll hold 80. That'll be fine. If there's anybody else that wants to sneak in ahead of us, they'll be able to.
Center, Foxtrot Mike is turning final, runway 18, Bayport.
I think that was the guy that was right in front of us. So I think we're all right.
Bayport traffic, Waco clear of runway 18, Bayport.
Nice choice, by the way, to bring the Waco in. That's freaking awesome, man. What an aircraft. That's full. What does Boozy say? That's full hand-to-hand combat with that sucker, that little tail dragger. All right, there's 500, and we're just looking for the marina, the Heckscher State Park. Might be what's sticking out in front of us here. saying the marina is a little bit misleading because there's only like 750 marinas on this shoreline. Alright, I think I got a notch of flaps out. I do, so we should, nice and low and slow. Yeah, pretty sure this spit of land here is kind of where we need to turn. Somebody just followed. It's B West. Hey, man. Whoops. Welcome. All right, I have all the lights on here.
Bayport traffic, November 471 Papa Mike, entering left downwind 18.
Okay, he's ahead of us here, so we're still in pretty good shape. We are going to turn in. I think we're going to turn in right here. Nope, we're not quite there yet. Sorry. We're not quite there yet. That doesn't look right. Does not look right.
Bayport traffic, November 471 Papa Mike, turning base final 18 Bayport.
Yeah, okay, you know, this is the state park, so yeah, our marina is coming up here just a little bit. Look, kids. Big Ben, Parliament. Poupée. Hello. Okay, around the horn we go from the state park. And then, yeah, I think we're right just a bit up the way here. Don't want to turn in. This is not the river that we want to turn in here. It's the next one. Actually, there's two coming up here. So we'll kind of keep our eyeball. Yeah, that's too big. That goes into a more of a like Long Island. MacArthur's up here. You can see the lights, and we're past that. We're a little bit farther.
Bayport traffic, November 471 Papa Mike, clear 18.
All right, so traffic's down. We're looking good. So we're doing this is the Virtual USA Flying Club's 6th anniversary fly-in to Bayport, and so just kind of down around the New York area. I don't know if you're familiar with where Long Island, MacArthur, the Islip Airport is. Just a little bit east of Kennedy, basically. But yeah, it's a little celebration flight here. A little yeah, 6th anniversary. Kind of hard to believe.
Just a reminder, while I'm still hanging out, that once you land, if you haven't already done so, to mark yourself for attendance, or don't forget to do so after you land. I'm going to be doing the drawing start doing the drawings around like 10:15, 10:20 Eastern.
Alright, so
about 15-20 minutes after the window ends. And then I'm going to go through the whole thing of drawings and post all the winners in the GA chat. And I'll have all the explanations on who's going to get associated with which giveaway and all those things. So thank you all for flying in for the 6th year anniversary. I hope you guys are all enjoying it so far.
Been cool. Bayport traffic, Cessna 11816 over the shoreline, turning inbound at the marina. Bayport.
Been a lot of fun.
Right up here, I think, is where we got. I can see kind of the
I
water.
enjoy that I'm able to, you know, because I have flown into Bayport.
Not this guy here, but this
ago.
guy here. That's the one we want.
Still used
All
to
right,
do
we're a little
GA.
high.
I wish I could afford it now, but it's nice that I'm
Slow
able to
down and go down.
into the club the way that I have.
500 would be amazing. 80 knots
We have people in the club that have been
would
able to
be
make the
also
sceneries for us.
amazing. There, yep. There's our little waterway. We'll just follow that guy all the way home. Nobody else is in front of us, so we're good to go. excuse me. We should see a little high school as we're coming in as well here. We don't.
And from everybody at the Pilot Club, happy anniversary.
It's always good to have TPC in the house. That's another great organization that promotes general aviation, by the way, the Pilot Club.
Yeah, this was also my first fly into Bayport, so it's fun.
Here we go.
Definitely challenging, but fun.
I'm going to set a second notch of flaps right now. We're going to try to bring this
I'm definitely going to be practicing every
final
once in a
base
while.
to final at about 70. I got to keep a little bit of airspeed. There is the high school.
So it's definitely good to keep fresh.
Kind of hard to see.
Sometimes I just fly to Bayport just because I feel like it.
There you go.
Oh yeah, I fly into and out of Bayport all the time. Dogs, what's up, man?
How's it going?
Happy Sunday to you as well.
Going good. Loading into the sim now. Going to be taking off from Rutland.
Excellent.
Fellas, what's up?
All right, there's our field, right off our nose. And probably just about the limit of when you would want to land here in real life. I don't know if we're too late. I don't know what the hours are, but it's definitely a daytime only situation. So, but I think we're doing pretty good. Again, we've got this highway in front of us. We can't cross it. Get in big trouble. There's Bayport with our
How'd it go, Larry?
all of our Embraers.
Oh, it went good.
Darn it.
How'd you guys go? I almost ground looped it on the landing.
Oh, you just be careful. You're keyed up on both the sim and the Discord.
I got you.
Okay. There we are.
Don't forget
Bayport
to,
traffic, Cessna 816 is turning base to final. Bayport. Here we go, guys. See how close we are. Hopefully we're in the neighborhood. Add a little power. Yeah, a bit of an overshoot, but I think we can make this work.
Alright, that should be better.
Again, it's a very long runway for a Cessna 150, so not super worried here.
Right now.
Excellent, hey.
Not going to win any beauty contest, but we're going to be all right.
Make myself food. I'll be back, gentlemen.
Yeah, welcome to Bayport. Where can we park? Where, oh where? We'll just go down here to the end and get ourselves clear of all the madness. Thanks, dogs. Good to see you, man. How's life? Haven't talked to you for a while. You doing all right? Bayport traffic, Cessna 816 is clear of 18 Bayport. Park down here next to our other Cessna brother. All right, anybody with vPilot and Microsoft 2024, can you tell me one quick thing here? Mariner has tried to help, but what he suggested didn't work on mine. So what I'm trying to figure out is what I can use to change those Embraer 190s to something more general aviation appropriate. So just a second, let me get things shut down. All right, we're all good there. Turn these off, turn that off, turn that off, turn this off, that off, and mixture to cut off. Mags off. Turn those guys off. Let's take a peek. See how badly I abused the engine. State saving is on here, guys. So not too bad. We were like 97 to start, so that ain't bad. I do need some more oil. And I'm gonna put the covers on. Cool. Oh, hey, we never did figure out. Oh, yeah, sorry. There we go. I forgot about the ducky. I'm so sorry. That was a suggestion early on in the flight, and I feel like a failure. I really do. Oh, that's loud. Let me turn this down just a bit. Let's do some configuring here. Turn that down. Let's get some jams going here, huh? Let's get some tunes as we wrap things up. You worked 6 to 11 this morning and doing some stuff at the grocery store. Nice. Heck yeah, buddy. Flying with Mike, thank you, sir. It was fun hanging out and lurking in your stream the other day. By the way, I don't get to do that very often, so it's great to catch you. Great to have a little bit of a morning time to catch you. All right, so here's my question. Again, if you have 2024 and you are using the vPilot client, can you tell me what you have put for this? I would like to change that from a Sobel passive aircraft E190 to something else. But I can't, every time I type something in. Hi, Kevin. Every time I type something in, it says it doesn't work. Sim objects. What if I did that? What if I made it a RANS? So here we go. RANS. What if I made it that? RANS S6S Coyote. Let's try that. Oh gosh.
Hey Mike, I got a quick question for you.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to.
In a little bit,
that's what I'm trying to fix here, Beethoven.
All right, Eric,
Every
are
time
you
I
available
try
to
it.
answer a question, or are you busy streaming to all your buddies?
I'm just looking at the field people landing, so I can answer what you need.
Coyote
All right,
_2.
earlier, I had a question about loading the scenery, because it's the first time I've ever put custom scenery in. And then as I approached Bayport, X-Plane popped up a little bit saying that I didn't have a particular library installed. So I've installed that library. I wanted to pop out of X-Plane and pop back in. Is that going to cause me to maybe spawn on top of someone else?
The spawning on top of someone else would be due to X-Pilot, so I wouldn't worry about that. It's not going to, like, cause a crash or anything. Just slew it over. I'm more of a Microsoft Flight Simulator guy, so I can't really answer much on the X-Plane scenery.
Yeah,
Right,
just
I'll give it a try.
you can just slew if you come in and get connected. Eric's exactly right. Just slew over and you'll be fine.
All right, thanks.
All right, what do I need to do? Which model matching tools? Well, I'm using the basic one here, but I'm also using the FSLTL. But the FSLTL is all, I think it's kind of like all like jetliners, right?
It looks like they will be ready in about an hour or two over here in Bayport, so.
Hopefully I make it in then.
Now that will certainly make the SFRA kind of interesting.
Gosh, I just don't know.
I'm gonna head off here. Have fun, y'all.
Take care now.
Well, yeah, I don't have the IVAO right now. But even at that, I should be able to
I should be able to change this to something that's not an E190, right? Just don't know how to do it. I'll keep messing with it here. But I will probably do that offline because you guys don't need to watch me mess around with this. In fact, I think I'm gonna go ahead at this time and wrap it up, you guys. So let's see, let's get a little bird's eye view of what's going on here. It's a pretty good bunch. I don't know how many we had tonight, but I think it was a pretty good group. It's a cool spot, no doubt about that.
Thanks for watching my papa.
Yep, appreciate it, you guys. It was a really fun stream. Kind of had some quirkiness with the weather, and then a little bit with that, whatever that AWAS thing turned out. I'm not sure I really did come up with much of a solution on that. And then the model matching, obviously. But you know what? That's flight sim, right? You're going to have something like that come up no matter what. But hopefully by the end of it, you understood a little bit about kind of what the Virtual USA Flying Club is all about, and just how easy it can be, and how much fun it can be. So let's see. I'm trying to find somebody who is still flying here. Oh yeah, we got Jeffrey B. Let's go raid him. I'll get that raid ready to go, and I will let you guys know. So tomorrow I'm off. No, I've been doing a Monday bonus stream kind of during the summer, and that is actually coming to an end, my friends. Tomorrow would have been the last Monday I would have been able to do it, but I've got some work obligations, and then after that I work on Monday, so I'm not going to be able to do the Monday bonus stream anymore. So I'm back to essentially Tuesday and Thursday at midnight Zulu, which is 6 o'clock on the in the Mountain Time Zone, 8 o'clock on the East Coast, and then I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be able to do a Saturday stream, and I'm going to try to do that Saturday stream a little bit earlier in the day, 2 p.m. where I live, which is 2000 Zulu time on Saturday. So I'll be back to kind of a 3-day a week, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Beethoven, appreciate that, man, and thank you very, very much. 6 hours on batteries. Yeah, no. Get don't waste your time on me. Don't waste your battery power on me for sure. So no stream tomorrow, but I'm back Tuesday in the evening, and looking forward to flying with you guys again. I want to say thank you to B West, Ginger Gal, Ofalu, Hugo 23 Games, Johnny 2 Speeds. Thank you guys very, very much for the follows. JPC, thank you for the raid. And everybody else just kind of hung out and tried to help me out with my sim issues and all that good stuff. Just, it was good spending a Sunday afternoon with you. I don't get to stream on Sundays very often, so that was kind of cool. But hang out if you don't mind. Let's go raid Jeffrey and see what he's up to. I think he's in the DC3, so this ought to be a lot of fun. Mergen, hey, thanks for the follow. All right, that's it for me, guys. Have a great rest of your weekend, and see you on Tuesday. Can't wait to fly with you again.